As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year, we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you, to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Chukwuabiama, believe we're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the BBOs, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had a he said, my name is Namdekano. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. I lead indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. So also do I command the armies of Biafra. They are fiercely loyal. They are loyal, I tell you, and doing the work that I expect them to do. I also direct Radio Biafronia Chineke, not through any power which I possess or any extraordinary knowledge, but by your grace, O Lord. By your grace, we honor you and we adore you. I know that some people listening, including the British, may not understand what we are doing, but there is nobody in Britain that answers Nwachibu, the child of heaven. We do. Therefore, when we worship our Father, people should not try to be jealous. They should not feign ignorance or misunderstanding, because we are ancient people. We have been doing this for over 5,000 years, and will continue to do so until the end of time.
Yes. Good afternoon. Good evening, good morning, depends on your time and your location. Also, happy Sunday once again to all Biafrans, lovers of freedom, and the allies of United States of Biafra that are working closely with us to make sure that we stand as a country. We also welcome all of you this wonderful afternoon. And as I welcome you, please endeavor to welcome another person. It is very, very important if you do so by welcoming another person to join us, to listen to today's program. It's very important if you may do so. Please endeavor to do that from your location. And by doing that, you are inviting people to come to listen to this program this wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, night, depend where you reside or where you are domiciled in this world. So please endeavor to do that. On today's program, we want to really strengthen the issue of government in exile that exists in this 21st century, the one that the world organized, the world knows that they are living. Where are they coming from? Where are they staying? And who will declare it? Or who formed the government in exile? And those that issued a peaceful declaration of their lost country. That is why you can see on our headline here, all names of 75 governments in exile in Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia. No Ipob Bgc, fake FALLBACK Brgie, only Usbg, United States of Biafra, redeclared by one and only Dr. Ngozi Arabeze under the structure in bracket Brgie as the real government in exile that we have is the one that was in the name of Brgie that issued the Declaration of United States of Biafra November the 29th, 2024 in Helsinki, Latvia, Finland. This is the only exile government that the world knows that exists. All these people that are making noise today, none of them is including or included into this exile government that exists in the eyes of the world or in the eyes of the international global community. The only government in exile that the world knows is this one. You will hear their name here. It's not matter for those who claim that they are in Washington, D.C. If you are in Washington, D.C., and your name is not here, you have to tell yourself, what are you doing there? And why are you handbent deceiving people? And in this 21st century, if anyone is being accepted to be deceived, it simply means that birds of the same feather must flock together. It has passed for you after 18 years to be deceived. And remember this word clearly. A fool at 20 will be a fool at 40. A fool at 40 will be a fool at 60. A fool at 60 will be a fool at 80 years, then down to grave. And he will stay on the template of being on the level of being a fool. He might give his life out or his life will end it. Honestly, this is pure truth. Those who, after we have redeclared Biafra, they still remain under Ipob to today, what can you call them? Those who don't know what the world will call declaration of a country. Now that a white man did a declaration of a Sokoto declaration, they have started talking about declaration. You see how full they are and how foolish they are. They think that a white man will come declare Biafra for them. In their mindset, They think that a white man will come and do the declaration of Biafra as a country. And those who are confessing up, listen to Obato, Simon Ebanjoko, that he did well, he never done his and you are here. What happened when that time that you are calculating Simon Eba has happened again? Instead of you to learn a lesson, you never learn. Simply mean you are a fool. You can never make it. Those that never understand that in a movement like this, that there is example of those that have achieved their country in the past, and that we have to follow that the same plate. We have to look at people's example and ask them, how did you make it? We ask it now. We say to someone, my brother, show me how you make it. And today, Simon Eber has asked other people how they make it, and he put us under the same level. How other countries has made their own country when there was loss, when they lost it, or when there was in exile. That is what Obato introduced to us. And on that, he introduced to us to ask other countries that was lost their country, that was been doing protests. How do they stop protests? How do they turn the government in exile? How do they issue declaration or re-declare of their lost country? That is where we are. And this is the template of where USD government is right now, moving the movement by asking questions, and they also setting an example or repeating an example of those that the world organized as a country today. Always they say that USB is repeating the same lineage or the same history, how Namibia or Algeria or even Poland, even Ireland achieved their country, is what USB is repeating. Those on the peacefully declared. Please also join us. To hit the like button, please. Have you hit the like button? Have you hit the like button? If you not hit the like button, please hit the like button and share, so other people will come to join before we move. Now, today is Sunday. Many of us are busy. Many of us are still in the church and all the rest. But I urge you, please, as you join me, you that is here, have you shared the program? Have you liked the program? Have you give the program thumbs up so people will come and join us? If you never like the program, please like, because the more you like, the more the message is going viral, please. You are not, make the message to go, not me. If you don't even share because of another thing, or you share the message because of when I will start playing the audio so people can hear the audio, not me. I'm not asking you to share me because I don't need to go viral. I only want the message to go viral, not by me. It is very important that you help and share, like and subscribe if you never do so. So today, we want to give you the 75 government in exile. How many in Europe? How many in Middle East? How many in Africa? How many in Asia? That the world knows where they are staying and in a country they are, and their leaders that leaders handling the government in exile. Now let us keep apart the declaration first, or the re-declaration. All the countries or all the government in exile, from countries that they want to exit from, and where they are right now, for them to pilot the affair of their people as the government in exile. And inside this act of 75 government in exile, that is the one I'm telling you, that the USB declared as of June 2026, today is June 7, that USB is occupying number 3 in the world as one of the most effective governments in exile, which I proved to you yesterday. Then in Africa right now, we are in second place. You see how we are moving? Before in the world, we are on the number 5. As time transits after every 3 months, the work what we are doing, they said, okay, that these people are very much alert and working tirelessly to restore to seek for recognition. So when they look at what others are doing, they will now mark the exam and said, you have lifted you from the number 4, from number 5 to number 4. When we are in number 4 in Africa, we are in the 3rd place in Africa. We are in the 3rd position in Africa. Then when we are in number 4 in the world, we are 3rd. Now that we are in 3rd place in the world, we are in 2nd place in Africa. And it's only one government in exile is piloting that they are there before us. It's only one government in exile in Africa is there at the 1st place. And in the world, they are also at our front, you see. And among all the governments in exile between Europe, between Middle East, between Africa, and between Asia, join all of them together. That is where you have 75 governments in exile. Out of these 75 governments in exile, I want you to know that it's only Usbg declared is the only one, United States of Biafra, Usbg, that redeclared the lost country with the modern name United States of Biafra as the continuity of the old one. You see, this is the only name that appears among these 75 notable or official government in exile that the world organized, not by going to Washington, D.C., not by snapping picture. If your name is not there, congressmen will never, and whatever you are doing with them, they know that you want to create your own way of politics, and they are not going to do anything for you. Because the criteria for them to do something, you don't have it. And you cannot come to visit somebody and say, good morning, how are you? The person will say, get out of here. You cannot bring a 100%, somebody will not check you. You will not ask somebody, please, I want to snap a picture with the person will said no. For it's only us in Africa. You can even in Europe, you will not come to hug someone and the person say, don't hug me. No, it's only we in Africa do that. So all this noise of these people, we want, like I said, we want to bury it. And after today, we finish our program concerning congressmen recognition. That congressman has no power to recognize anybody as a country. That they are only using their platform to do what? To market you. That is all they can do. No other thing for those that are running, that they are working for congressmen, that we only us in. Those who are doing something do not showcase what they are doing. Any people that has money never introduce themselves that has money. You will see them remain silent. Even if you pass them on the road, you will notice that they are the one that you passed on the road. So Usbg, as a government of a country, don't need to come and stand and telling you today we went here, we snap picture here, we every day they will send in our ministers to go and snapping picture. No, hell no to that. That is not the method of a country. If you are building a country that is waiting for recognition, you must act like every other countries in the world. The way they are acting is how we're supposed to act. Our own case is not going to be different from them. That is why they're monitoring us, and all this is why they will give you pass mark and score. And that is why Usbg is scoring every 6 months, every 3 months. You will see the level of the result, the level of the exam, the level of the test that Usbg is passing, that is quizzing them every blessed day. If you have a child who went to school out of 75, that child is grabbed 3rd position. What can you do about it? Are you not going to be happy about that? And also encourage that child to do more. That is all you need to do, is to encourage this child and ask him to he or her to do more. That is what I have to do to Usbg that declared. How? By supporting through our fundraising. I said what? By you supporting with all you have. As the government is doing their own quarter, are you doing your own quarter? If the government is doing everything humanly possible to restore Biafra as a country for revolution to come, the one you will do by supporting them for them to see what they will use, because never is no people. Now there are Abaka Afumata Eze. And there are Abaka Chenata. No is no people, no only na agwọrọ iji akwa na-asa agwọrọ ọgwụ ndị nye ofu ka ọ na-emetụ ọnụ. So we need to support this government in a full large way. They can be able to do the needful. We are the one holding them. What of your ID card? Have you taken your ID card? Have you ordered request for your ID card for you to fill your ID card and have it as a Biafran citizen? We are no longer talking about organization. We are talking about a country waiting for recognition. The things that made us to be waiting, are you still continuously helping it to be wait, or are you still trying to trigger it to move out from the waiting to achieve recognition? There is criteria, there are things we must put in place. There is things that we must put in place for us to achieve Biafra as a country. We are not going to just because of one thing we achieve it like, no. Number one is that the world already see us as the authentic, original government in exile, or the people of United States of Biafra, whether I like it or not. Because that's why I told you that the exam that we write, we are not one to mark the exam. People out there is going to mark the exam and give us results. So today, the world powers on the community is giving the results gradually. Like what happened in Brazil, São Paulo, Brazil. You thought this exercise, please how it starts. The Joe will first come before the recognition. Out of the 75 exile governments in the world, I'm going to mention right here, you will hear their names and where they reside and who they are. It's not by congressmen. If the world doesn't recognize you as a leader of a pure government in exile of the people that represents the people, that this is the one that we know, going everywhere, you can have a way in Europe to shake any hand in the world. It's not by church, it's not by picture. It's by the document, it's by those that are observing us. Those that are observing what we are doing. They are like the international community and those who are put everything in place. They are like teacher and principal that own school. They're like form mistress in your class. That when you write the exam, the form mistress will pass it to all the teachers that are teaching in the school. They can be able to do what? Mark the exams. The time has come today when I will block you. If anyone stupid comments on this page again, I will block the hell out of you. But I only leave you for you to listen to the names of the 75 federal government that the world put together. That the one that and the countries where they are living, where they're coming out from, and their leaders right now. That is the only way I leave you. And the one more comment, you cannot comment again. So, for those that are snapping pictures here and there, it's not about picture. It's not about congressmen. It is about countries. It is about those that will recognize you. I also played this yesterday. Zero in the world, that's zero countries that have achieved recognition because of congressmen, or they are getting recognition because of the congressmen. No. Everybody has where. It's only for the Biafran people that we don't know the criteria. Then we template, then we rules, and then we class 1, we class 2, we class 3. How you process everything. It's only in this Biafran way I see things so far so good. And that is why Biafra has not yet become a country. When you are moving forward, people are falling back. When you are going forward, these people have fallen, so they remain where they fall. And the world is keeping the mark. The teachers of the recognition is not Biafrans. The teachers of what you are doing to prove that you are a country in waiting is not Biafrans. Because you can't eat your cake and have it back. You can't have 10 orange and leave it and you want 10 orange back. It's not possible. Usbg is the only government in exile out of the 75 in the world that the world recognizes that this is the United States of Biafra government in exile for the citizens of Biafra that are in charge. And who is that? The who declares it? Who will declare it? Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. Those that pronounce the, you hear it. We are not to buga for anybody, but we are here to put the record straight. I am not here for anybody, but I am here for you to know the pure truth. The truth shall set you free, and the truth is always being hid, while lies flies everywhere. The truth is always being covered. The truth for the world is in the document as an evidence. But the lies is in your mouth and in your hand to write and do whatever you want to do. Out of the 75 government, like you see on my headline, all the names of 75 governments in exile, those they break it down. The numbers of those in Europe in exile, the numbers of exile governments in Middle East, the numbers of exile governments in Africa, the numbers of exile governments in Asia. And I said, in these numbers of 75, that Ipob is not there, BGC is not there, Brgie FALLBACK Brgie Ogenkere, a stealer of Simon and Joko registered, like now Ipob is stealing the registered Ipob of MASSOB Nnamdi Kanu. That is what Ogenkere is doing. He is stealing the bridge that Obato Obi used, registered for us, that issue a declaration of unity of Biafra, like people of Namibia, registering SWAPO, that issue the declaration of Namibia as a country. The man with a copy, who doesn't know how a set of his own, Ogenkere could have just formed his own organization, register it. The same as of Ipob today, issuing memo that MASSOB Nnamdi Kanu is no longer the owner of Ipob, is no longer the owner of Ipob. They removed his name in 2001 as he was being kidnapped. The same as of Ogenkere today, removing the name of Prime Minister Simon and Joko. If you run speed, honestly, I will block you. The only thing you do here is to remain calm and listen. I don't entertain rubbish. That is why I want to give you the 75 governments in exile in the world, and those who has declared their own remain in exile till today. In China, a country was declared since 1990. They still remain in exile today in India. You will hear it here today. I am not here to, I don't run propaganda with anybody. I give you fact and figure and where it's happening and who is in charge. When Namibia declares their country in exile, Namibia was using exile government after 32 years, when they get their recognition and went back to their territory and take over from South Africa. Because you cannot ask questions. Ask your phone, how many years did Namibia stay in exile? And in what year did Namibia declare their issue declaration in exile? Can't you ask that question and find out? Then that question answers the wasting time you use to type this garbage here. Why I'm answering you is because of your question is through what we are doing. When you go to the history of Algeria in Africa, Algeria was in exile for 32 years. Algeria was in exile in Cairo, Egypt, and Tunisia. They declared their country called Namibia. They was in exile for 32 years, and they answered themselves as a sovereignty nation. What you declare is the sovereignty. What you declare, the lost sovereignty of Biafra is what we declare. Like people of Algeria, people of Eritrea, I am referring you back to Africa. For you to go and ask on your phone. Only your name proves that you are not legit. Look at your name and check every other name here. proving that they are human beings. And look at your name. Look at it here. What do you see here? Chibozo Ede, human being. Amadi Chigozie, human being. Happy Ume, human being. Odogwe Nubu, human being. And look at your name. Only your name proves who you are. You deny your identity. And that is why with if you don't change this to your name, I will block you, because this is not a name of a human being. This is the name of animal in disguise. This is the name of a betrayer in disguise. So I have given you right now one homework. Check the history of Namibia. After they have declared their sovereignty, Namibia got independent from South Africa. Go and check their history very well. How they succeeded in becoming a country out of South Africa. How many did they stay in exile? They said they stayed over 3 decades. A decade is 10 years. They stay over 30 years in exile before they come back and take the territory from the hands of South Africa. Then if you learn from there, you will see that you, all of you are a fool at 20, that will be a fool at 40. A fool at 40 will be a fool at 60. A fool at 60 will be a fool at what? A fool at 80. I have explained it to you for you to go to the history of Algeria, Namibia, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya to find out that question. You're a human being. Go and do research by yourself. That is why you don't think. That's why you know nothing. When you declare a country, you must, before they will recognize you, they will see your constitution. They will see your constitution before they recognize you. On that, your constitution is what gives them the right to know exactly the kind of country you are building. On the constitution that you present, that is why go to every country, go to Amazon. Every country's law, constitution is there. Without constitution, you're not a country. If you're using a bylaw is for organization, not for a country. If you are using charter is for just a group that are moving into a political movement. If you are a nation, you must have a constitution. The constitution, when I met Mike Arnold, first thing he asked me that he want to see Biafra constitution. And I asked him live on question. Now, do you have it? He said yes, that he's doing study of it. It's through your constitution, the world we know the kind of country you want them to recognize. Recognition is not from mouth. That is criteria. They want to also see the kind of passport you have. They want to also see the kind of ID card you have. They want to also see the level of the prime minister, level of the minister of information, level of finance you have. All these things will be made up before the recognition. You know, recognition is just going to no country in this world have used because of their someone is championing in congressmen to get recognition. You can't talk about. That is why I am trying to let you know. That is how I do my program. In the next 1 minute, I will block you. I told you to go and check the history of Namibia that's got their independence from South Africa. When there was in exile, what are they doing? And how are they operating themselves? And go and check when Belgium lost their country in the hands of Germany. Go and ask, how did Belgium get their country back? And the Belgium is the first government in exile that achieved international recognition. It's only them. What you declare is a sovereignty nation. That is what you declare. And why are you not in your homeland on that? Why are you not in your homeland? Because they said that your homeland is not conducive for you, that you must run the sovereignty on a paper. Win on the paper first before you win on the ground. Amachigo, you are right. It might be Pedro. And I've been watching. After this analysis right now, then time for blocking is coming. You cannot comment again unless you change another name. So please, my people, yes, we are going to that number I wanted to like the program before we proceed into today's program. So you know how we do it here. we are going to start by the names of the government in exile you have in the world. 75 government in exile that are exist as I'm talking to you today. There are what? 75 in number. Inside this 75 government in exile, there is no IPOB. There is no BGC, CRC, PUK, fake fallback Brgie. That is why he said, that's why here I said only Usbg is the government in exile that will recognize. And you ask me, we are talking about 75 government in exile with those that have redeclared and those that have declared their country. So let us move into the program. We are going to break it down as we move. Before we move, let's quickly recognize those that are here. We don't recognize those that are not legit. Shibo Zede take the position of Ahmad Chigozie today in the first place. Shibo Zede said he stand on the this is what is called protocol, rules that guide this page. That is how to obey law. Hashtag I am a citizen of United States of Biafra Nation, USB. Thank you for that. Hashtag Nigeria must go out of Biafra Nation. Thank you. Ahmad comes here, he said, hashtag I am a citizen of the United States of Biafra. And he completes the protocol by saying, hashtag Nigeria must go, Biafra is a nation. That is where we are. I'm happy you said, Nigeria, hashtag Nigeria must go. Odogwe Nugu, it's been long. Wow. Hashtag Nigeria must go. Biafra have come. Thank you for that. I don't mention some names, you know me now. I mentioned the name of those who signed the existing protocol. And that is those who are Biafran. Yes, Faith Imeda said, I am a citizen of the United States of Biafra. Nigeria must go. It is because Biafra is a sovereign nation now. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm at the reminder. This is Don Pedro. Yes. That is how Don Pedro asked question. This is how Don Pedro acts. Honestly, you got it right. Exactly. Yes, Ahmad, I will answer you direct. Although when we answer him, we are really United States of Biafra, USB, and we are disciplined. So stop distracting our professor in his research and analysis. Thank you. Thank you. Then, so let us listen to the names of government in exile that we have in this world. So you will find out they are 75. And this 75, we are going to break it down. How many number based in Europe? How many in Middle East? How many in Africa? How many in Asia? This is the names of the government in exile that are currently seeking for recognition of their country. And those that has never been declared or declared that just pronounced that we government in exile, like what Obatobi did with Brgie when he registered Brgie for us. So let's go, my people. I will play without saying a word. Then after that, then I will start breaking it down. Please, 1 minute. The network will not do that today. Now, why? Why network? Hold on. Let's refresh it again. Network is holding seriously. What is all that's supposed to mean? Oh my God. Please, one minute. Network is holding seriously. I don't know why network could be this wicked this evening. Even from the system also, it could not allow. That is why I don't know why this app has receiving serious attack this time around. Honestly, the kind of attack that this app is receiving, for a long time I never noticed it. For over 2 weeks now, everyday attack. Everyday attack. One minute, please. We'll get there. I'm trying to refresh everything. So let's see how the network will allow us to move forward. Let me see. Wow. Wow. Why now? I have refreshed this thing today before I came to this program. I play it and everything went well. Why now a program that the app cannot be able to move? What is this? Because we want to give the evidence purely, not from our mouth. So for those who are doubting USB declared, for them to hear it by themselves, to know that we are not here to, that if you are wasting your time with all these individuals, that's why I said that you are fooling yourself. You are the one fooling yourself. You are not fooling anybody. You are the one distracting yourself, and whatever you do to yourself is what you will receive by yourself. So that is why we must do it at this stage that we are into, for everyone to know that there is no need to be wasting time or certain things. That is why we must continue to do everything humanly possible to let the world know that we have met all the criteria they want us to, so we can be able to go home as we ask for recognition. Let's see if the thing can play. Let's see if this can play. What went wrong? What is the offense? Wow, this is a very big problem. Please bear with me. Let's put it together and let's see why the problem, how we can solve the problem, please. Just bear with me. I don't know that this problem will start again after I have refreshed it and play it before I start this program, honestly. So I was shocked with what I am seeing right now. Honestly, see, the problem is continued. The problem is being continued. So bear with me, this will take time, seriously. I never experienced this before. I just start experiencing such a thing of recent. So what is this? Why are you disturbing? Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Just bear with me. What can we do to keep the movement busy? Okay, let's dive in here as we are waiting to refresh. Let's see if this one can allow us to move. And Wow. I never see this one before. Seriously. Never see like this before. That the audio refused to play. What is this?
It sounds like you are documenting the landscape of self-declared sovereignty and the often complex world of shadow governments. The United States of Biafra, USB, as you noted, is a relatively recent and high-profile addition to this list, particularly given its digital-heavy advocacy and the legal drama surrounding its figures in Finland. As of early 2026, here is a list of notable active governments in exile or similar claiming entities that lack full UN recognition, categorized by their primary base of operations. Notable governments in exile, 2026. Claimed territory. Organization/entity. Primary bases, notes. Biafra, SE Nigeria. United States of Biafra, USB/BRGIE. Finland/USA. Declared November 29, 2024. Led by Dr. Ngozi Orebweze and Simon Ekpa, the latter faced legal issues in Finland in late 2024. Tibet, Central Tibetan Administration, CTA. India, operates from Dharamshala, functions as a full democratic government for the Tibetan diaspora. East Turkestan government. In exile, ETGE, USA. Claims the Xinjiang region of China, very active in Washington, D.C. advocacy. Myanmar, National Unity Government, NUG. Scattered/border regions, formed by ousted lawmakers after the 2021 coup, holds de facto relations with several Western nations. Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh. Republic of Artsakh, in exile. Armenia, established in Yerevan, following the dissolution of the republic in late 2023, early 2024. Belarus, United Transitional Cabinet. Lithuania/Poland, led by Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya, recognized.
What's up?
Western Sahara. Public, SADR. Algeria, a unique case. It is a full member of the African Union but lacks UN membership and control of most of its territory. Ambazonia. Interim Government of Ambazonia. USA, UK, Nigeria. Claims the English-speaking northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. Key context for 2026. The Somaliland effect. In early 2026, many of these groups, especially the BRGIE, have cited Israel's move toward recognizing Somaliland as a precedent for why non-UN states might eventually find a path to sovereignty. Legal scrutiny. Host countries like Finland and the US have become more active in monitoring these entities, particularly when their broadcasts are linked to civil unrest or sit-at-home orders in their home territories. Would you like me to find more specific details on the cabinet structure of the United States of Biafra, or perhaps more on the legal status of Simon Ekpa as of this year?
Let's try one more again. And as this one shocked me today, even from the system, he refused
I can certainly help you expand that list. While the number of entities claiming sovereignty fluctuates depending on how one defines a, quote, government in exile versus a separatist movement or unrecognized state, there are indeed dozens of active organizations worldwide claiming to be the rightful authorities of their homelands. Below is a comprehensive list of notable governments in exile and self-declared sovereign entities active as of 2026.
See, you just knock it out again. Let's keep on trying. Why I am trying the other way around. This one shocked me.
I can certainly help you expand that list. While the number of entities claiming sovereignty fluctuates depending on how one defines a, quote, government in exile versus a separatist movement or unrecognized state, there are indeed dozens of active organizations worldwide claiming to be the rightful authorities of their homelands. Below is a comprehensive list of notable governments in exile and self-declared sovereign entities active as of 2020.
Remember what we are about to do. We must do it today, no matter what happens. the 75 Exile government. That's not notable. Those that the world notice about them, those that the world know that this is the one that we know that they are in exile. They have declared their sovereignty. They call it what? They call it what? Self-claimed sovereignty. Why is this self-claimed sovereignty? Until you achieve recognition. And what you had it here, that what you declared is what? A sovereignty in exile. Because of what? That the atmosphere of the country where you are, the country you were pulling out from, like Nigeria, could not give you a leveling ground for you to take the movement forward. What happened? Because of that, you have to transition into exile, remain in somebody's territory, issue your declaration of your sovereign nation that you lost, and until you achieved, like every other countries in the world, that they achieved recognition before they came back and stand as a government in exile. They remain in exile until they achieve recognition. As they achieve the recognition, until the world powers back them up, or some heavy country back them up, they all today they came back to their territory and take over their territory. And do what? They all take over their territory because they have achieved what? Recognition. As they achieve recognition, the only thing left for them is for them to check if this recognition, those that recognizes us, have the power to give us what we want for us to take over our territory. Like an example, when America issued the declaration of their nation, when Morocco in Africa recognizes America, America did not sweep into action against Britain or British. They never did that. They waited until a country like France seconded the recognition that Morocco gave to people of US as a country. Now, when these people of Morocco organized them, America refused to take action. When France organized them and they signed full treaty, France backed them up and do what? Give them what it takes to chase away British in their territory. That is why today you see America become a full nation. There was a time America is like people of Biafra. When they declare it in the first place, they are not a sovereign nation. Their sovereignty is not full until they achieve recognition from the countries I mentioned so far, so good. After they have achieved it, recognition from France, they now sweep into action because of what? Because of America back them up. America now give them what? America give them what they have been lack. They lack what? Support of arms to chase away British. There is a man called Gunther from Russia, from Australia, the member or the secretary of one organization that the world knows, NATO. When he was addressing the world, he said that America should recognize Biafra as a country and give us weapons for us to defend our territory against Nigeria. These are men that are civilized, men that knows what it takes for you to achieve a country. These men who know what it takes for you to achieve a country. And look at how he addresses the issue of Biafra. In her address, he said, America should recognize Biafra, give them the recognition they are seeking for, and give them backup. He said, give them weapon for us to do what? For us to defend our territory from the hands of Nigeria. That is what we are supposed to be beginning from, not coming here to be asking me a question. When we catch you with your name, you share another one with the name of another YouTube, you come in to come and distract your father and your mother. And we know who you are, that you don't learn. Because you are coming from the camp of the FALLBACK, those that never won Biafra as a country, like those in the Ipob organization. If you look at Ipob today, I look at FALLBACK Brgie and what they are doing. The same method of madness. The same method that they never want Biafra to be a country. Both in this 21st century that we are into, they do not want Biafra to be what? To be a country. That is why they are doing the shenanigan that you see that they are doing today. Nothing more than that. So, for we as the Biafran people who understand that what we want is what? That we only want Biafra as a country. That is why we are doing anything we can do to make sure that we achieve recognition. Like when Namibia achieved recognition, what happened to them? Namibia stayed in exile for 30 years. From 4 years of their protests, and after the 4 years, they now transition into government in exile. The government in exile automatically, immediately, because they have been together in the protests, issue peace declaration of Namibia as a country out of South Africa. And what happened? When they issued their declaration, after they achieved recognition, they stayed for 5 years before they can be able to achieve first recognition. After, if you take 4 plus 5, that is 9. After that, they continue to wait until 30 good years in exile. Namibia, in their exile, is in Africa. Their flow country in Africa. Like when we talk about Tanzania, Angola, and Zambia, this is where they run into exile. And they remain there until they achieve a full recognition of their country that they declared. They now come back because of support of every other countries that have supported them. And today, look at them, they are a country today. They are all what? They are a country. Is it this our own case? Is it the one that's going to be different from every other country that have achieved recognition? And why is our own be different? Because of the negativity of our people. Because of what? Their negativity of seeing the truth and shying away from the truth. But we are here to present the truth, whether you like it or not. Because this truth is what will set we all free. There is no any other thing. And you know that in this world, that the truth always comes at last. And that is the truth that they don't want us to know. That's what they don't want us to talk about. But we are here to do what? To put this truth out for every Biafrans and those who really want Biafra as a country to know that this is the only way we can achieve Biafra as a country. It's not about what any other person feels. It's not about what you think. It is about the right thing to do. And the right thing the world is waiting for over all these years for us to give to them. And I've also, in many occasions, proved to you on this platform that until all these countries transition into government in exile and issue declaration or redeclared of their lost country, is the only time that the world starts talking about them and starts seeing them as a country in waiting that are looking for what? International recognition. And why the world knows about recognition? And how can it come? The recognition you are looking for cannot come without you issue declaration. And you must a declaration document in hand. What is this declaration document? When you declare, people will sign their signature that we agreed that this is the name of our country, and we choose, so this is the name we need to be as the name of our country. This is how every other country did it. And that's why they said that the declaration document matters, that is one of the most important documents leading to international recognition of a lost country or people that just declared their country. Without that, the world will turn back at you, and they will just only see you as a male political party that are protesting under self-determination of inhuman treatments from Nigeria or from the country that you try to exit from. And that is the method of IPOB organization today. And that is the method that Simon Ebanjok has come to change for us to understand that the only way for us to have Biafra as a country is by what? By issue a peaceful declaration of the lost Biafra as a country from 1967 to 1970. This is how we maintain the template or the rules or the criteria how every other countries in the past have achieved their country. That's why I said our own case cannot be different from that, from the template. The only way it can be different in other people's way is by how we, people of Biafra, are describing what we want and what we are doing these days. So we must learn that every other country in the past has gone through this process that we are undergoing today. We can never be the first, neither are we going to be the last. So please permit me, because I am trying to make sure that the app works. Yeah, I'm trying to refresh everything one after the other because of, I don't know how I'm receiving, honestly. Everything will be you will be shocked of what is happening in this app. Honestly. But they can never win us. And they can never stop us. We are the one to stop them. We are the one to win. Because the truth can never be hid. The truth must be present to the people of the world. The truth must present to Biafran. If you really mean what you want Biafra as a country. You ask a question that's on the line of what we are doing. For those who the foolish man, the criminal, is following this criminal, I want you to know that in the existing words of the language of government in exile, that you are Ogenkere is not there. Your fake FALLBACK Brgie is not there. Your BGC is not there. Your CRC is not there. Your IPOB is not there. This is people that the world will see as what? As a government in exile that are seeking for recognition of a country, not a political movement. If you type the names, the organization, the names of organizations that are into political movement in the world, that is where you find them of MASSOB, IPOB, BGC, fake FALLBACK Brgie. All of them fall into a political structure movement, not into a government in exile that are seeking for recognition of a lost country. They are not there. It's only one. United States of what? Biafra is the only one that the world knows as of this 2026. Then you have only one. The only one you have is United States of Biafra, whether you like it or not. There is no changes about that. There is not.
It sounds like you are documenting the landscape of self-declared sovereignty and the often complex world of shadow governments. The United States of Biafra, USB, as you noted, is a relatively recent and high-profile addition to this list, particularly given its digital-heavy advocacy and the legal drama surrounding its figures in Finland. As of early 2026, here is a list of notable active governments in exile or similar claiming entities that lack full UN recognition, categorized by their primary base of operations. Notable governments in exile, 2026. Claimed territory. Organization/entity. Primary bases. Notes. Biafra, SE Nigeria. United States of Biafra, USB, /BRGIE.
Under brackets.
/USA. Declared November 29, 2024. Led by Dr. Ngozi Orebweze and Simon Ekpa, the latter faced legal issues in Finland in late 2024. Tibet, Central Tibetan Administration, CTA. India, operates from Dharamshala, functions as a full democratic government for the Tibetan diaspora. East Turkestan, East Turkestan Government. In exile, ETGE, USA. Claims the Xinjiang region of China, very active in Washington, D.C. advocacy. Myanmar, National Unity Government, NUG. Scattered/border regions. Formed by ousted lawmakers after the 2021 coup, holds de facto relations with several Western nations. Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh. Republic of Artsakh, in exile. Armenia, established in Yerevan, following the dissolution of the republic in late 2023, early 2024. Belarus, United Transitional Cabinet. Lithuania/Poland, led by Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya, recognized by some EU parliaments as the legitimate democratic authority. Cabinda, Republic of Cabinda, France/DR Congo, claims the oil-rich exclave of Angola, one of Africa's longest-running exile movements. Western Sahara, Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, SADR. Algeria, a unique case. It is a full member of the African Union but lacks UN membership and control of most of its territory. Ambazonia, Interim Government of Ambazonia, USA, UK, Nigeria. Claims the English-speaking northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. Key context for 2026. The Somaliland effect. In early 2026, many of these groups, especially the BRGIE, have cited Israel's move toward recognizing Somaliland as a precedent for why non-UN states might eventually find a path to sovereignty. Legal scrutiny. Host countries like Finland and the US have become more active in monitoring these entities, particularly when their broadcasts are linked to civil unrest or sit-at-home orders in their home territories. Would you like me to find more specific details on the cabinet structure of the United States of Biafra, or perhaps more on the legal status of Simon Ekpa as of this year?
I hope this is just a little one as the network can allow us to go, for you to see that that is not about you, and it's not about what another person thinks. It's about the rating that the world believe on and how they set it up. I don't know why network could not allow this 75 to play today, honestly. Just try again.
I can certainly help you expand that list. While the number of entities claiming sovereignty fluctuates depending on how one defines a, quote, government in exile versus a separatist movement or unrecognized state, there are indeed dozens of active organizations worldwide claiming to be the rightful authorities of their homelands. Below is a comprehensive list of notable governments in exile and self-declared sovereign entities active as of 2026.
You end again. What is it now? I never experienced this kind of thing before, honestly. And on a very important message like this, on a very important message, he's just only playing the short ones. I want everybody to hear it clearly. Out of these things that have been mentioned now, what do you hear? It's still United States of Biafra and giving you those from even another country who want to visit from Algeria, where they reside. and even the one that want to exit from the same, that want to exit from China. Do you know that about 2 countries is fighting seriously to exit out from China? 2 countries is fighting to exit from China, as I'm talking to you today. The same thing, even those that are fighting to exit from India. India, another country, is fighting to exit from India also. And also those in the other countries who reside in India for over how many years, they are all there. And in this new and in the old, the name fake fallback Brgie, claiming Bgre, it's not there. The only one you have there is United States of Biafra, in bracket Brgie. Like when I talk about Namibia, in bracket Algeria, as the one they use to issue their peacefully declared. This is how every other countries, and this is the original government in Exile that the world mapped out, that you have to listen, that you have to follow up. And this is the one that the world organized. This one that organized is not about going to congressmen, stamping picture here and there. It's not about it. It's about where on the line, where every other government in Exile have queued on the line, and where the world puts everybody according to your work is where you find USB declared. That is what where as I'm talking to you, you find what USB declared in this 21st century, in this 2026. It's not about who you are. It's about the real thing that the world knows about it. It's what I am telling you, not how I feel, not what I think, not who I am. No. The world has moved out beyond those levels that you are reasoning. And you are not the world who give criteria how Biafra to organize after our peacefully declared. You are not the one. Those that are giving it is the one that is going to give. And the same method they used to give every other country that our share auction today is the same method they are going to use for us. So that is why I said, when it comes to the recognition, it will come. It can only take our time. That's why I use that word, that destiny can be delayed, but it can never be denied. Destiny can be delayed, but it can never be what? Be denied. And when we are talking about government in exile, you are not only the one in the exile in the world. That name where the government in exile that the world already adopted and believe in them. When we are saying it, instead of you to listen and find out how you are being deceived and how those that we are following is not doing it well, then you refuse. You don't think there may be shakamba, and you think that is the way you will do it. Let us be breaking it through the other way around and see how it goes. So let us switch to the other side and play a little bit the names of the government that are the world that they said this is notable or notable government in exile that we know in this world. Because let's listen to this, the names, listen, and where all of them reside and where they issue the declaration. Listen. That is why anywhere you see US this time around, I want to know that none of even those who write in the comment section dictate the rule of recognition. And the rule and this recognition is what I am presenting to you. Like when you were in a class, every school has their law. And for you to pass out, you must follow the rules of that law. The school authority, you must follow their guideline before you pass out. Let's listen to this.
Brgie, Southeast Nigeria, Finland/USA, Central Tibetan Administration, Tibet, China, India, Dharamshala, East Turkestan Government in Exile, Xinjiang, China, USA, Washington, D.C., Republic of Cabinda, Angola, France, Paris, /DR Congo, Interim Government of Ambazonia, NW and SW Cameroon, USA, UK/Nigeria, National Unity Government, NUG, Myanmar, disclosed/varies, border regions, Republic of West Papua, ULMWP, West Papua, Indonesia, United Kingdom, /Vanuatu, Chechen Republic of Ichkeria, Chechnya, Russia, Ukraine/Europe, Congress of People's Deputies, Russia, Poland, United Transitional Cabinet, Belarus, Lithuania/Poland, Council of the Republic of Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, Armenia.
I hope you are listening. This is what I give you now, because I want to begin it a little bridge by bridge. I give you how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The out of this 75, I bring 11 out. There is no bridge. There is no what? There is no Ogenkere bridge. There is no BG, there is no CRC, there is no PUK. There is nothing except what you had here is what? United of Biafra. Then the bridge is in brackets, like here. When they mention national unity of government of NGU, the country, Myanmar, their own is what? NGU, in brackets, as the name of the organization. What are they? What do they declare? They declare what? National unity government, the name of their country. Out from where? From Myanmar. Where are they coming out from? They are coming out from a country called Myanmar. Is where this national unity is coming out. You heard about, okay, let me just play it again. Listen to it from beginning.
Exile government name, claimed territory, based in primary.
Are you hearing it? The names of notable exile government. Name. Claiming territory. That is a USB. You know that we want to do this from Nigeria to have our territory. They said what? Based in primary. Where is the government of USB based? We have two head base. 1, Finland, 2, US. Those are our DPM. And Simon Epanjok. Now, in this, listen to this.
United States of Biafra, BRGIE.
What we declared, we use Brgie to declare what? United States of Biafra. In which area are they going to find us according to our map? Listen.
Southeast Nigeria.
Southeast where? Nigeria is claiming that claim territory of sovereignty that we are pushing for recognition. As we are pushing for recognition. So now, when you look at it, they said primary base. Where do we base? Listen.
Finland/USA.
Is it not true? Is it not where we base is this? Are we only the one that is in exile that have declared our sovereignty? Are we only the one? Now listen to this. Yes, your time for block is here. So all the garbage you have right has disappeared. So change another name and come. You see, as you always take 5 minutes to write your garbage. It takes me a second today. Yesterday I allow you. Today I try to ban you so you cannot comment again. So until you change another name with another YouTube name, that is with another email, that is when you will come. So go and do that.
Central Tibetan Administration, Tibet.
Are you hearing it? Where they are coming from? Central Tibetan Administration, Tibet, China. This government in exile. These people that want to do this from China. They call them what? Central Tibetan Administration of Central Tibetan Administration is the name of their country. Where are they reside? Listen, they want to do it from China. Where are they today? India is where they reside. They have redeclared. They first also declared their country. 2010 is when they declared their country. Till today, 2026, they remain in India because of the power of China. They never stopped saying their government in exile. They never stopped claiming their sovereignty, and they are working effectively in United Nations, also in the Washington DC, also for them to have recognition like what USB is doing right now. Let's continue.
India, Dharamshala, East Turkestan government in exile. Xinjiang, China. USA, Washington, D.C.
Now, the same China, two is corner of China, two country is trying to pull out from China as a country. Now, Eastern Turkana, government in exile, Xinjiang, China, they are people of China that want to that already exit out from China. These people has declared their own country. They have did what? They declared their own country. Where do they based? They based in US, Washington DC is where the government in exile based. Like people of Biafra would declare their own. Obato Obie started it from Finland, and our DPM living in America declares it, and that is why I say we have two headquarters or two important areas that we are staying. We are living at this time. The government is living. They are all in exile. These three I've mentioned so far, these two from China, are they not human beings? China is not a country. They are in exile in where? This one is in India, fighting to this from China. Another one is fighting the same. Another one is fighting from US, fighting to exit out from where? From the same China. I have given you two, and they are all in exile. And these two I mentioned here, they have already declared. You see, this Central Tibetan Administration is the one, is number one in one of the governments in exile that is very effective. Where USB, as of today, is in number third, three position. We are in 3 positions. We have climbed from 5. We have climbed from 5 to 4, from 4 to 3. As the days, as the months are progressing, because of the effectiveness of the USB declared, that is why we are all, the government is still progressing. As they are moving forward, doing more job, trying to prove to the world that USB is a full nation. The same way as I'm talking to you, that we are also proving to the world that we are a nation and we are seeking for recognition. So it is not about what you think. It's not about you. It's about the real thing as the world is watching what we are doing. In Africa alone, there is things that you never know that the world is taking record of it. And there is many things that happen in Africa that you never know about it. Now, let us share the screen and see if the screen can also help us for you to understand claiming territory and where everybody is and where they are today, not was, where they are is today, sitting as a countries that are seeking recognition. They are all in exile. If we can have 75 governments in exile, out of 70 governments in exile, is only United States of Biafra is the one that the world recognize. It's only United States of Biafra is the only government in exile that the world is fully organized. What else are we talking about? And why can't we, if you know you want Biafra as a country, remain and stand strong and believe that the only option in what we have is only US who they are declared as the only government in exile you have out of every other thing that exists in this world. EU is the one that is giving criteria how a nation that is in exile will achieve recognition. If you that is still in Brgie today in the fallback and claiming that you are Nkere is doing this and do that for you, now that out of the 75 exile government, that Nkere name is not there, and he claiming that he's working for in Washington DC to give recognition of Biafra as a country, and his name is not even appeared out of the 75 government in exile. So what do you think that he's doing to you? What do you think that Nkere is doing for you? Where that is 75, you claiming that he's the one, no in capital Hill, he's the one going everywhere for people's recognition, that he's working for Biafra. Now that Nkere name is not in the 75 in general, whether effective or not effective, that Nkere name is not anywhere to be found. If Nkere name is not anywhere to be found, and you that is claiming that Nkere is fighting for you, and he wants to give you Biafra as a country, now that he's not among all these governments in exile that the world organized, now the question is, how do you think that the congressmen will recognize him if he genuinely want to give you Biafra that you claim he want to give you? It's pure, take a word from my mouth. It's a pure scam. There is something that you may not be calculating, the world is calculating it. But after all that, they will give you one thing. Even in Nigeria today, do you also know that when Niger Delta was being declared as they have their own, that also their name also, that the person that declared Niger Delta was not in the homeland? You know that in Joland, those that declared claiming they are this and that, they are not there, and with all their names. And among all these names that the world put as one of the, as all the other governments, that you are Nkere enemy, Imam Maduabu, Bryce Nokoma, and all of them, no one to be found. There is no single one to be found. Listen, you will hear name. Let me play this for you. If the, honestly, I don't know, the attack of today is sometimes, let's see. Let's go by sharing the screen. See if we can, if we can do this. Let's see how it will work. Please, my people, let's see. So let us bring it in here. So let me try to play. You will hear them today. Listen, what word is keeping. And the only one, they said, this is the rightful one for the people of Biafra. The only one they knew that exists out of all these names. So let's go and try it. If you are hearing, please, if you're hearing the audio, you let me know, please. If you are hearing it, please let me know that you are hearing the name, that you're hearing the audio, please. Now, today, the attack is much. Why? Honestly, everywhere is locking. Everywhere that I enter, attack. Anywhere I enter, attack. Anywhere I enter, attack. What is this? I have taken my time, refresh and refresh and refresh and refresh, still yet. What is this? What is this? The attack is unbelievable. The attack is unbelievable. Even from the system. Let's see. Let's see.
I can certainly help you expand that list.
Okay, listen.
While the number of entities claiming sovereignty fluctuates depending on how one defines a government in exile
Can you hear
versus
it?
a separatist
Finally.
movement or unrecognized state, there are indeed dozens of
Can
active
you
organizations
hear the
worldwide
audio
claiming to be
voice?
the rightful authorities of their homelands. Below is a comprehensive list of notable governments in exile and self-declared sovereign entities active as of 2026, including
Can
their
someone
primary
hear me?
host countries. Africa. Claimed territory. Organization, entity. Host country, Biafra. United States of Biafra, USB, Brgie. Finland, USA. Ambazonia. Interim Government of Ambazonia, USA, UK. Cabinda, Republic of Cabinda. France, DR Congo. Western Sahara, Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic. Algeria, Kabylie. Movement for Self-Determination of Kabylie. France. Tigray, Government of Tigray, in exile, transition, various, regional, Equatorial Guinea. Progress Party of Equatorial Guinea. Spain, Ethiopia, Crown Council of Ethiopia, USA, Zanzibar, Zanzibar Government in exile. United Kingdom, Asia and Oceania, claimed territory, organization, entity, host country, Tibet, Central Tibetan Administration, India, East Turkestan Govt, in exile, ETGE, USA. Myanmar, National Unity Government, NUG, Border Regions, USA. South Maluku, Republic of South Maluku, Netherlands. West Papua, United Liberation Movement for West Papua. Vanuatu, UK. Manipur Government in exile. United Kingdom, Tamil Elam, Transnational Government of Tamil Elam. USA, Canada. Sikkim Government in exile. USA, Inner Mongolia, Inner Mongolian People's Party. USA, Japan. Vietnam, Provisional Govt of Free Vietnam. USA, Laos, Royal Lao Government in exile. USA, Europe and Middle East, claimed territory, organization, entity, host country, Belarus, United Transitional Cabinet, Tikhanovskaya, Lithuania, Poland. Belarus, Rada of the Belarusian Democratic Republic. Canada, USA. Artsakh, Republic of Artsakh, in exile, Armenia. Chechnya, Chechen Republic of Ichkeria, United Kingdom. Syria, Syrian Interim Government. Turkey, Iran, National Council of Resistance of Iran. France, Albania. Crimea, Government of the Aden, Representative of Crimea. Ukraine, Kyiv, Tatarstan, Government of Independent Tatarstan. Poland, Ukraine. Circassia, Circassian Government in exile. Turkey, Western Armenia Government in exile. France, the Americas, claimed territory, organization, entity, host country, Venezuela, Supreme Tribunal of Justice, in exile, USA, Panama. Cuba, Assembly of the Cuban Resistance. USA, Miami, important distinctions in 2026. Host policy. Many of these governments operate with the blind eye of their host countries. For example, while the United States of Biafra operates from Finland, the Finnish government officially maintains diplomatic ties with Nigeria, leading to periodic legal friction. The 75 figure. The number 75 often refers to a broader list including unrepresented nations and peoples organization, UNPO, members. Not all of these have formal cabinets in exile. Some are cultural preservation movements or political parties operating abroad. Digital sovereignty. In 2026, many of these entities, like the USB, utilize blockchain and social media to issue digital IDs or passports, attempting to build statehood in the cloud even when they lack physical territory. Would you like me to focus on a specific region, or are you looking for the leadership names of the newer entities like the United States of Biafra?
In this United States of Biafra you had here right now, as all this, they told that there's some 75, all the 75 governments in exile, that some of them are blind because they are not flowing the full way. But look at the way USB is following. And in this 75 government in exile, Did you hear Brgie Ogenkere here? Did you hear Brgie as one of the government in exile? Out of this 75. Out of this 75, please tell me, did the name of Ogenkere enter here? And when it's come to the most effective of them, where USB fall in number 3 at this time, did Ogenkere's name come in there? The name there is Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. This is, look at all the government in exile, 75, as of this 2026 June. Nothing like Brgie Ogenkere. As one of the government in exile in the world, is only United States of Biafra. They even break it down to us to understand. In this breaking down of all these names here, they started from African countries. In Africa, you have how many in Africa that are in exile? That they are in exile. You have University of Biafra in exile. You have Ambazonia. You have Cabinda. You have Western Sahara. You have Equatorial Guinea. You have Ethiopia, the one I want to exit from Ethiopia. You have the one I want to exit from Zimbabwe in Africa. Africa has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in only Africa. All of them, these 9, they are in exile. And the 5 have issued declaration, including USB, which redeclared. The 4 is just declared. This one declared out of Ethiopia. This one declared out of Guinea, Equatorial Guinea. The one from Ambazonia, from out of Cameroon, and the USB redeclared out of Nigeria government. This is the government in Africa, 9. Out of these 9, please, where is your Ogenkere Brgie fighting for the restore Biafra for you? Where is Ogenkere? Where is the Brgie Ogenkere? They will give it for us to understand it clearly. Biafra, United States of Biafra, is claiming Biafra from out of Nigeria. The host country where they reside, Finland and the US. That is where we reside as government in exile. That we are fighting to exit from Nigeria. Which part of Nigeria? They said Eastern Nigeria. They call it now what they call it what here? Eastern Biafra. Because we have proven that this is our territory, where we have the 40 states. Where is your Ogenkere name here? You that is playing Ogenkere. Let's play it for a second time again. I will play 3 times in case if you are doubting, so you can hear it all by yourself. Let's listen again.
I can certainly help you expand that list. While the number of entities claiming sovereignty fluctuates depending on how one defines a government in exile versus a separatist movement or unrecognized state, there are indeed dozens of active organizations worldwide claiming to be the rightful authorities of their homelands. Below is a comprehensive list of notable governments in exile and
notable governments in exile
active as of
in Africa,
including their
alone.
primary host
That was
countries.
first one you will hear.
Africa, claimed territory,
Listen.
organization, entity, host country, Biafra, United States of Biafra, USB, Brgie, Finland, USA, Ambazonia, Interim Government of Ambazonia, USA, UK, Cabinda, Republic of Cabinda, France, DR Congo, Western
Are you
Sahara,
hearing it?
Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, Algeria, Kabylie, Movement for Self-Determination of Kabylie, France, Tigray, Government of Tigray, in exile, transition, various, regional, Equatorial Guinea.
Okay.
Progress Party of Equatorial Guinea, Spain, Ethiopia, Crown Council of Ethiopia.
Please
USA,
like and share if you never do so, please.
Zanzibar government in exile. United Kingdom, Asia and Oceania, claim territory, organization, entity.
Now, in this 9 in Africa, do you hear anything about Brgie, FALLBACK of Ogenkere? What is the name here? Brgie is in brackets. The name here is what? United States of Biafra. United States of what? Biafra. And they said, host country and where reside. We hosted our peacefully declared in Finland. Now we are talking about proving the government in exile. After this, then I will now prove the name of those that declares it in every country. Those that have declared or declare. Let us see also on that section 2 if Ogenkere's name was anywhere being found. If Ogenkere's name is being found anywhere in all this, and if Ogenkere's name is not being found anywhere, I use that Ogenkere is coming you, that Ogenkere is doing what IPOB is doing to you. Upon all the 14 years of IPOB protests, their name is not among people that want a country. Out of the 14 years of IPOB protests on the street, their name is not inside among people that want that, or they even see that they needed a new country. Because the word said, our language, when you want a new country out of existing country, that you must transition to government in exile, and you must issue, declare, or declare it, or pronounce it, or repronounce. Out of this, where is your Ogenkere? Where is your Mamadu Abo? Where is your Chuamaka Ajere? I'm asking you. Things that does not exist in the eyes of those that you are calling Netanyahu, in the eyes of America you are calling, in the eyes of the ICJ, in the eyes of the United Nations, that is those you are championing for yourself. Things that does not exist, and you think that you championing them will make them to exist. I hear man ero onwe. I hear them man ero onwe. Do you understand it? As an agreement, I single na ahia dị mma na-eme gịnị na-ere onwe ya. Or by that thing that you are thinking and that thing that you are doing, it's not in that form at all. It's not, it can never be, because the world has their way in everything. They are the one that are taking criteria. They are the one that are putting everything in order. That's why you can't eat your cake and have it. You can't be a judge over your case. You can never be a judge over your case. Who, why, where has it happened before? Now that the world has proven the government in exile you have, that is there organized, and they noticed, they said, these are the one that they noticed. This is noticeable government in exile that the world knows as of this 26th century. Out of this 75, where is your BGC? Where is your CRC? Where is your Go 257P UK? Where is all these men that you are following? Where is the man? I don't know. Can you tell me among these that the world proves that this is those that are claiming that they are now sovereignty, that are looking for recognition, and in this notable as a government, what I'm doing now, I am playing the role, all of them, the 75. After that, I will now give you the first 6 or the first 10 that the world will say, this 10 is very active. Out of that 10, they narrow it down to 6. In that 6 out of this 75, United States of Biafra, we are in number 3 as of today. Out of 75, we are number 3. Amazonia, are they not in exile? Their government council, they're not in exile. Amazonia they base in US and UK and also in Nigeria, because some of Amazonia people are in Nigeria. You see how the world understand all they are watching, they are monitoring. The world is monitoring everything that is happening. Their eyes is in all these things. They are getting their information and they are storing it in their archive. They are storing it in the world index. That is why you must be a proud United State of Biafra at this stage that we are into. If you are not supporting US they are declared, you are doing yourself, you are wasting time, your own time, because the time you are wasting, you will be Hadaino to you at last. This time that you are wasting is going to be what? Hadaino to you at last. So let me allow you to play. Now we have finished Africa. 9 governments in exile in Africa. 9. None of them, Biafra, United States of Biafra, Usbg, in bracket, Brgie, like all of them here today that we are seeing, based with Finland and US. Amazonia based in US and UK. Cabinda based in France and DR Congo. This Cabinda is from Algeria. They pull out from Algeria. Now, Western Sahara, they have government in exile before the state of recognition, and the one they are today, they based in Algeria. Kabili from South Africa and Namibia. They based via France, where one is Siko Kroshibi. One quality. Tagara, government in exile. They based in region of Europe. Equatorial Guinea, progress part of Equatorial Guinea. The government in exile, none of France, none of Spain, where Ugo 419 is. That is what have the government in exile. Zanzubra, this Zanzubra tried to exit from where again? From Ethiopia again. Where do they have the government in exile? United Kingdom is where they base. What of this Ethiopia? Crown Council of Ethiopia, another one from Ethiopia again. I want to exit out. Despite one of the Ethiopia is one of the beautiful countries we have in Africa today. Their president is doing well. People want to exit from there. The government in exile based we are in US. Now calculate this thing. You see US. US have how many? They have Biafran, they have Amazonia, they have Ethiopia, 3. Then United Kingdom has 1, 2, 3. You see where people, I see what is happening. And this is the authentic exile government the world notice. They say this is noticeable government in exile that we observe. Where is your Ogenkere? Where is this Imam Madu Abu you are giving money? Where is this your Bryce Nokoma? Where is your with the old 419? Where is her? Where is this thing that are presenting to you? That you are spending your money on it. They are scamming you. And you refuse to understand that they not exist in the eyes of the community. They only exist in the eyes of you that is believing in them. And that thing you believe is no way to have Biafra as a country. Now, we finish Africa. Let us go into Asia and see how many. Listen.
Country, Tibet, Central Tibetan Administration, India, East Turkestan Govt, in exile, ETGE, USA,
US,
Myanmar, National Unity Government, NUG, Border Regions, USA, South Maluku, Republic of South Maluku,
Netherlands, government in exile, where they belong.
United Liberation Movement for West Papua.
What is your problem?
UK, Manipur government in exile, United Kingdom, Tamil Elam, Transnational Government of Tamil Elam, USA, Canada, Sikkim, Sikkim government in
Are
exile,
you hearing it?
USA. Inner Mongolia, Inner Mongolian People's Party, USA, Japan, Vietnam, Provisional Gov of Free Vietnam,
Are you hearing it?
Laos.
Vietnam is about to break into
Government
two.
in exile, USA, Europe and Middle East, claimed territory, organization, entity, host country, Belarus.
For
United
Europe and
Transitional
Middle
Cabinet,
East, listen.
Tikhanovskaya, Lithuania, Poland, Belarus.
Even Belarus.
Rada of the Belarusian Democratic Republic.
People want
Canada,
to divide
USA,
Belarus.
Artsakh,
People want to
Republic of
divide into
Artsakh,
two.
in exile, Armenia, Chechnya, Chechen Republic of Ichkeria, United Kingdom, Syria, Syrian Interim Government, Turkey, Iran, National Council of Resistance of
75.
Iran,
No
France,
IPOB.
Albania, Crimea,
No
Government of
Brgie.
the Ottoman,
Fake
Representative of
video
Crimea,
No
Ukraine,
BGC. No
Kyiv,
CRC. No
Tatarstan,
IPOB. No MASSOB.
Government of Independent Tatarstan, Poland,
And you are
Ukraine,
there.
Circassia,
You will come up and
Circassian
write
government in
nonsense.
exile, Turkey, Western Armenia government in exile, France, the Americas, claimed territory, organization, entity, host country, Venezuela, Supreme Tribunal of Justice, in exile, USA, Panama, Cuba, Assembly of the Cuban Resistance, USA, Miami, important distinctions in 2026. Host policy. Many of these governments operate with the blind eye of their host countries. For example, while the United States of Biafra operates from Finland, the Finnish government officially maintains diplomatic ties with Nigeria, leading to periodic legal friction. The 75 figure. The number 75 often refers to a broader list including unrepresented nations and people's organization, UNPO, members. Not all of these have formal cabinets in exile. Some are cultural preservation movements or political parties operating abroad. Digital sovereignty. In 2026, many of these entities, like the USB, utilize blockchain and social media to issue digital IDs or passports, attempting to build statehood in the cloud even when they lack physical territory. Would you like me to focus on a specific region, or are you looking for the leadership names of the newer entities like the United States of Biafra?
I hope I give you 75, a number. There is no, all these noisemakers. Nowhere there was that one was not even attached anywhere. Now, let us check that in this 75, the names of those that redeclared and their leaders. Let us find out if there is any name mentioned Ogenkere or any other person in Biafra movement. Let us break it down. In all these names of the Exile government that you are hearing here, let us find out if there is anything called BGC, called CRC, called PUKK, called fake FALLBACK Brgie. Now, when it comes to the declaration of it, do they exist? These names that you in Mashagari, in a 10-year, do they exist anywhere at all? The answer remains no, that they do not exist. They only exist in your own eyes because of you a fool. That is why they exist. Now, let us hear the names that have declared it in Africa, those that they recognize in Africa. I want to play only Africa. I will leave Asia because of my time. So you can stop fooling yourself. Fear of attack every day.
I can certainly help you expand that list. While the number of entities claiming sovereignty fluctuates depending on how one defines a government in exile versus a separatist movement or unrecognized state, there are indeed dozens of active organizations worldwide claiming to be the rightful authorities of their homelands. Below is a comprehensive list of notable governments in exile and self-declared sovereign entities active as of 2026, including their primary host countries. Africa, claimed territory, organization, entity, host country, Biafra, United States of Biafra, USB, Brgie. Finland, USA. Ambazonia. Interim Government of Ambazonia. USA, UK. Cabinda, Republic of Cabinda. France, DR Congo. Western Sahara. Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic. Algeria. Kabylie. Movement for Self-Determination of Kabylie. France.
Please, 1 minute. 1 minute. One minute. The attack is smush. The attack of today, honestly, I never counted this kind of attack before in my page. Now, let us hear the names of the leaders that are managing all this. The government in exile. Let us see if there is any name called Ogenkere, called Imam Maduabu, called Chiamaka Jere, called Madam Adono, the old criminal. Listen to this before I put the link.
It sounds like you are documenting the landscape of self-declared sovereignty and the often complex world of shadow governments. The United States of Biafra, USB, as you noted, is a relatively recent and high-profile addition to this list, particularly given its digital-heavy advocacy and the legal drama surrounding its figures in Finland. As of early 2026, here is a list of notable active governments in exile, or similar claiming entities, that lack full UN recognition, categorized by their primary base of operations. Notable governments in exile, 2026, claimed territory. Organization, entity. Primary bases notes. Biafra, SC Nigeria, United States of Biafra, USB, Brgie. Finland, USA. Declared November 29, 2024. Led by Dr. Ngozi Orabweze and Simon Ekpa. The latter faced legal issues in Finland in late 2020.
Led by who? By Dr. Ngozi Orabweze and Simon Ekpa, who is in prison. The city is the notable government in exile for Biafran people. This is only one the world knows that this is the only government in exile you have. And that is how it is. Is it those that have related up at Obie is the one that you want to follow? If I may ask you, is it the one that have related up at Obie? Is it the one that you want to follow? If I may ask you. Is it what you call government in exile? Then the world is here giving you the names of government in exile you have for people of Biafra. Like every other countries in the world, every other government in exile. Why you are own, we always learn from others because you decided to be fooling yourself every blessed day. For someone who asked me for the link, that is the link there. So you can come with the link. This is the only government in exile you have. Is it only Ngozi Orabweze and Simon Ekpa? The answer is no. Now, I am giving you the effective 10 and the name of those that are protecting the affairs of this effective 10. Listen to this.
Tibet, Central Tibetan Administration, CTA, India, operates from Dharamshala. Functions as a full democratic government for the Tibetan diaspora.
Are you hearing it?
East Turkestan Govt, in exile, ETGE, USA, claims the Xinjiang region of China, very active in Washington, D.C. advocacy. Myanmar, National Unity Government, NUG, scattered border regions. Formed by ousted lawmakers after the 2021 coup.
Are you hearing it?
De facto
2021.
relations with several
I
Western
don't know
nations.
why our people are so
Artsakh,
foolish.
Nagorno-Karabakh,
You
Republic
only
of
want
Artsakh,
money.
in
You want to
exile,
claim you are in charge.
Armenia. Established in Yerevan following the dissolution of the Republic in late 2023, early 2024. Belarus, United Transitional Cabinet, Lithuania, Poland, led by Sviatlana Tikhanovskaya, recognized by some EU parliaments as the legitimate democratic authority.
Are you hearing it?
Cabinda,
In
Republic of
Ipob
Cabinda,
Bgc.
France,
Washington
DR
DC.
Congo.
He's not going
claims
to
the oil-rich
He
exclave of
knows
Angola, one of Africa's longest-running exile movements. Western Sahara, Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, Sadr, Algeria. A unique case, it is a full member of the African Union but lacks UN membership and control of most of its territory. Ambazonia, Interim Govt of Ambazonia, USA, UK, Nigeria. Claims the English-speaking northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. Key context for 2026. The Somaliland effect. In early 2026, many of these groups, especially the Brgie, have cited Israel's move toward recognizing Somaliland as a precedent for why non-US states might eventually find a path to sovereignty. Legal scrutiny. Host countries like Finland and the US have become more active in monitoring these entities, particularly when their broadcasts are linked to civil unrest or sit-at-home orders in their home territories. Would you like me to find more specific details on the cabinet structure of the United States of Biafra, or perhaps more on the legal status of Simon Ekpa as of this year?
This is what the world knows about us. It does not matter who is there, whether it's a woman or a man. You, that the only what makes you to walk away is because of she's a woman. That is what makes you to walk away. That is why you never believe USB redeclared. That is what never makes you to believe USB because of Ngozi Rebeze is there. The world organization said that she's the one who redeclared it for us November 29, 2024. That's why I told her the criteria for recognition is not coming from you, and the criteria to choose the government in exile is not coming from you. The criteria to choose government in exile, the authentic one, is not by you. It's not by Ted Cruz. It's not by Washington, D.C. It's not by congressmen. They are not the one. It's by your action and the criteria that the world asks you to present to us, that you are presenting those criteria. But if you are not presenting one of them, you are on your own. I have given you 75 government in exile. Out of these 75, where is your BGC? Where is your CRC? Where is your MASSOB? Where is your Ipob? Where is your fake FALLBACK Brgie? The world has understand that Brgie is the one that collapsed into United States of America, that issued a peaceful declared of the lost country, that are maintaining peace approach to restore Biafra after we have used under Conamblate and we lost it. This is what the world understands. That is why the world choose the one with the document, which is United States of Biafra. Look at Cabinda, Republic of Cabinda. Look at Ambazonia. They are here. This is government in exile that exists in this world. They give us from Africa, from Asia, and from Europe. And they said that this 10 is the, among first 10, where is your fake FALLBACK Brgie? Where is him? Can you come and answer? Where is your fake FALLBACK Ogenkere? Where is your BGC? Where are they? I want to see them in this number. Why am I not seeing them? Why you that claim he is working tirelessly, he's studying Biafra, he's watching in DC, why his name is not here? And why is he Ngozi Rebeze is here? Why? Triple, my brother, you are welcome. Good evening from here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we there here. Now we there here. Thank you so much, my brother Biafra TV, for your good work. You see, what we are doing here today, history is being documented. Tomorrow, people that will be coming after us, even while we are living, will be using this as a reference. All the contributions, all the people that volunteer themselves to protect this mandate. When the I carve in the USB. Because history is not being made. Maybe they ask you to do after we began to pick and calculate. No. One of my brother mind. Yes, no. Gone are the days on our mind. The more we do things, the more the history, the more I pick here. My people at the comment section, I greet each and every one of you. My brother, why you are presenting this analysis, a thought came into my memory. I drew back few years back. My brother, Emana in October 2020. Please mute to this person. I think
Yes,
Yeah.
I muted him.
October 2023. I'm on my pota. You see that you off your mic.
Yes.
Yeah,
You are loud and clear.
Yeah. October 2023. Emana, anything Biafran on a list there?
No, now.
I quit that way.
It's not there now.
October. I don't want to go too far. I said October.
Even 2024. 2024 October is not there.
I am, I'm just being careful. Your mic is off. Your mic is off.
My own is on. My own is on.
That is network now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, go on. Yeah.
I don't want to, stretch it more. Why I use October 2023 is because we already declared in November. We already declared in November. Sorry.
Yeah.
No. I made a mistake. I said our government in exile was flagged up on November. That's why I said October. This is to tell you that all the things our leader Mazenandeka and Debra Krikri name, where don't know our leader Mazendeka name, Deka, Oto Shubuta. Then the whole people by Krikri, and where don't you natural a giga for that. They stopped where he stopped. He moved, they moved. He stopped, they stopped. Nobody is helping him. That's why he came out to cry, I need men. Makana, Ega Agam 9 no, I in Chagara Ubo. I say, I Chorokaya Copota here. And when you make a cop, Brongo and Ako, a copota here, I won't always call a hack. And nobody, Obara Madujuru, Hatrecho Kanaka, Agako, Nde Gigi, but I saw Heko. Nano Funya Nako. Or Nano Obo. Nobody wants to start to dig as well, make a ridge. Kando so kwana ko all na no bas na kanu ya na ebo gakwana ebo madebre ya ba break hancha ba break. That's why they told him in the UN, go and be doing something, because these people, they already have a template. They have a template. This freedom many people have seek for it and they have gotten it. Then they sat back and brought out a template for you to get that particular thing. You guys, the name also in the name and freedom. Maybe at the terms, one oga walk. During the time of school days, a put out the mission list. Nandri legend na buy. Giga na board nga na board nga hage. as in the school in admission. You know, get like na worry your people. And now here go. I been at school. Na gonna school. What I got? I want na board as in the admission. One day, get na here go eri. Get na here go eri. All the 5 years now. After 5 years, let me say guys ki with the certificate. And when he jilo. Because when was he been aboard there? And what hage? You probably no anything you know guy me babadashi. No one they forget that when he no guy me your name is not there. Because this roll call for now. Gine lanya na that roll call. Ya wuna IPOB, excuse me. Ya wuna IPOB. The so-called MASSOB. Now ito on the rightful way eje nweta freedom. Ha ga no there. Jene must be there. Ebe ha ga be there. Ha ga no there. Then with time is I was na among way to go USB bia Brgie bia government in Exile. The record will also be there as well. As think IPOB, but ha may already declare. Ha government in Exile because they don't know the road. They don't know what it takes to get the freedom. They are just there making our people, making business. The idea as a political pressure, and the world see them as internal affair of Nigeria. Nigeria it is Nigerian government that have the power to solve their problem. It is not an international affair. All Nigerian problem, they have to sort it out with them. Hemenu ejineti etipendi bai aneti ndi bai ka na-eti aki anyị na-eti mba ụwa ịkpọ mba ụwa ha kpọ human right. All matter of human right, let them settle it there. Is an internal affair. Amnesty International look into it, report it, let them sort it out. I got one Nigeria. Nigeria nye reports that is against the na chongoro. And the Olenka ha ga-ewe nke Nigeria nyere ha because that na ndị emebe ha ewelibe ha kere n'ime olulu ka adọpụta ha. Ha chọrọ ịpụta nọ n'ime olulu na-agbara okirikiri etire ha lada. Sị ha jide aka na lada ka adọpụta ha. Achọghị ijide aka na lada. Ha na-agbara okirikiri n'ime ala. No way. Look at now, just after our government in Exile, because when you follow this history now, it started from Mbaimen introduced government in Exile, a push away from there. Prior to that period, we get ourselves to redeclared. Now, many people that have been redeclared for some years, they are there. But we that gave birth yesterday, we have been running round and round without knowing the main road until our PM came on board and showed us the true way, and we followed it. Due to the zeal and perseverance, now our people now, the people now in government in our USB government, would the people who sabi the road, they push. I could remember previously. If you introduce your analysis, out of that 75, we are map or at 40 the serious. USB, 40. This is early stage, yo. I just say that email 40. I got the best 10. USB, leave that best 10. And they take here. At the end, I name it 50. To say that people in that you are the one that fabricated it, blah 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 blah. Are you the one making the analysis? Are you the one dropping this information? It was the information. One day I was remember able laboratory again. No, I'm not maybe your research room. No, I can't guy again. The country
I am not working except to do this now.
I am telling you. The country ago potray. Haga check here okwa eziokwu ka ikwuru. Nwanne that means you na genius na what you are a genius na ebe unu give credit here say country le gbegbe ha nwere onwe ha le gbenye ha mere. E ga kwa search ya awurkwa na owe ihe aha. Andogo nwadire ye. I'll go the history, huh? Dobre.
I'm getting the Ziaba, man.
One day, Imagine. I compile here at online. I get out, but I go. Oh, black click, clean to me pay. I want no ego when I can't again. So, you see, today as we speak, I want you in Keto. Now the whole world. Now tomorrow, and the way things are going, one day I need hit first. We are hitting first. Later, Ambazonia declared on the 2017.
Yes.
I was feeling her, and even Ambazonia said, "I'm going to have
But now, even Africa now, Ambazonia number 3rd. Why in Africa we are in number 1st because of this Kabinda. Hey, he's pulling weight though. If we want to do and all how I talk in Africa, they are number 1 in
In
Africa.
Africa now, even how many people in Africa? Manuba, I hear Pele. No, it's not first. Honestly speaking.
Honestly.
Our people need to wake up. Okay, like where the news now on ground now. People are shouting, who has recognized you? Who has did this? One Brazil today. How am I pull out to 30th of May for us?
Yes.
Brazil recognition Karenka.
That is the factor. That is what they called the factor of recognition first before the Jew.
Yes,
so the Jew because the final, and you cannot get the Jew without the factor.
Yes, Emana assistance na assist even Georgia Buzomeya.
Yes,
Georgia Buzomeya 30th May. How Buzo recognize as Igbo Day?
Yes, now because of them that there is no government that present themselves as the government of Biafran people. Now you have it. It's no longer a cultural day. It becomes of a history of a lostness.
Yes. Now, ichorigbam na that na ID card ya na ipia na Brazil na ishi ha ID card ha reject ya ebe ha marago history ai. And people are still dancing around the bush. Please, anybody still listening to all these mediocres jumping from pillar to pole, you better look around. You better turn 360 if you really want your freedom. If you really want your freedom, follow who no road. The international law says you cannot fight for your freedom without instituting government in exile. And when you get your government in exile, the next step is to redeclared and describe, decorate what you are looking for. See,
through your constitution, you must present your constitution.
Yes, then can adrag government in exile. Haji na fight wo bylaw. Eji bylaw atanworo organization. Chai. Our people, let us wake up. We need to team and follow who no road to enable our revolution to come quick. Let's push away these monsters in our land. They don't deserve to be there. Please, we are going home, and the fire is really hitting our enemies very, very, very hard.
Yes,
I am a citizen of the United States of Biafra with my ID card, the boom, edging my ID card, my certificate of citizenship, United States of Biafra, my Biafra, Usbg. You can't deny it for me. Even all that ID card come to Japan is now. I'm going to come to Japan. I need to sample it. Okay, where? You need the ID card. The measure. Come to first. I am proud of my nation. Thank you so much. Let me allow our brother in the studio, our sister to put in as well. I'm here.
Exactly. My brother Keneshi, please, can you unmute and have the mic? Are you there, Mazi? Yes. Please, more louder. Just add it a little bit louder.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are hearing me from. I just see you and I like what you are preaching as a Biafran. You are talking about Biafran matter.
Please, a little bit louder. Your voice is fainted. Come close to your mic.
Okay. Can you hear me clear?
Yes.
Yeah, I like what you are doing. You are talking about Biafra, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I am a Biafran too. So and since Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, I think the next person who Biafrans loves much again is Simon Ekpa, right? I think, yeah.
Yes.
I follow up. Like all these incompetent people like DOS, I don't want to talk about them, but later on, Simon Ekpa, our people still betrayed him. Am I correct? He's inside now, and so. But now I have a question.
Go on.
After Simon Ekpa was betrayed, from him, he formed a government in exile, but what he didn't approve is that who be actually took over after him. But later on, I saw that what is the name? This woman,
Dr. Ngozi Orabeze.
Ngozi Olabeze took over. So, and doing whatever she's doing. So later on, they are starting problem because the problem is that they don't inform the Biafrans what they are doing. Right from Nnamdi Kanu, he tried in a way, and I think is that pattern make Simon Ekpa take some people away from the struggle, because I believe in freedom fighter, everybody must be carry along, and this is the Igbo problem, which would never even recognize that. Nnamdi Kanu is the only person who tried it, and the whole world hear about Biafran today. So, but the other peoples, they are doing it inside, which that can never prove the world what you are doing. I am coming. So now, after Simon Ekpa was betrayed, Ngozi Olabeze started her own. Then when she started, I was not interested. I'm watching, but I was not interested because I see that they are doing some childish things inside. No matter they have already, Simon Ekpa is a strong somebody which I believe will fight for Biafra. So all these ones now going on, Ngozi Olabeze and waiting be that one guy named Ezenkele Abiyogenkele. All these people, they are just online games. Like my own, I'm saying my mind. Because what they call me here I am is Nnamdi Kanu. I follow him live from time to Simon Ekpa, DOS, fight, everything, you know. But now all this is just online. Most of our people are confused, you know. So what I want to know now is that you that is talking about Biafra, and you are showing some examples. Where is the Lily platform, the Lily the people who you think that is doing the reality things, not online things? Because I don't know who to follow now.
Okay, are you through now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want me to answer you, right?
That is why I come.
Okay. I will ask you again. Do you want answer or you want argument?
If you want we argue, we can argue, but to answer I need mostly.
Okay. I will start from where you start from. Then please you need to mute because your mic is making noise. Then when you want to talk, then you're mute. So the thing cannot be echoing. Yes. Thank you for that. I want to start from where you start. You said you followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then the next person is Simon Ekpa Njoku. Do you hear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we must follow Simon Ekpa Njoku? Share his program accordingly. He has come to bring a new dimension. Mute and answer. Do you hear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And do you believe it? You can unmute and answer me.
Why? I am a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I hear everything he said, and that is why I believe in Simon Ekpa, like I told you.
And please try to make your voice to be audible. Our followers are not. They say that they are not hearing your voice. So your mic is far, your phone is far from you. Bring it close and raise your volume of your phone so you can be able to hear you.
I said, can you hear me now?
The hand sound this way, very nice.
Okay, I said I hear everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu preached. I hear what you said that we should follow Simon Ekpa. He's taking it to new dimension, and we have to share all his posts, follow him, watch him. This is what he said. So after when they take I believe in him, Simon Ekpa, because first of all, he is the person as a Biafran who interviewed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So he have many ways he parted in the struggle, which later on, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped.
Thank you. Let's not go too far. You have. I like.
Wait, let me come down. The people that then hand over, that work with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know why it go like that? Because we don't trust them. Like me then, after they took kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we don't trust the DOS. And this is the same thing I think Simon Ekpa make him took over. It's not about because of what Nnamdi Kanu said, watch him, follow him, but the people that we followed, we think that they work with Nnamdi Kanu. They are not. And this is why Simon Ekpa tried to make it on his own, and we follow him. So till the end, like I told you, he was betrayed with the same people because he said betrayed. So after they betrayed him, Simon Ekpa never said, okay, go and watch this person after anything happened.
No, hold on. If you answer my question, don't jump into the one I never entered. That is why I asked you, are we here to find an answer or are we here to argue? Because there's this difference between argument.
You agree for the two, so we go for the two.
So now, yes, you're going to listen now. Do you heard from the woman from Finland, Mazi Simon Ekpa's ex-wife, said that Simon Ekpa told her to tell Biafrans that Ngozi Orabeze, she is the surrogate, that she have to protect the mandate. Do you hear such a word? Or mute?
Come again.
Do you hear from any media at all? There was a time a woman, Simon Ekpa's wife, come out and said that Simon asked her to told Biafrans that Ngozi Orabeze should be the surrogate and protect the mandate. Do you hear that?
Please, who is she to Biafrans?
It not answer my question. Message can use any messenger to deliver the message.
No,
my question to you.
Listen, we are talking about
hold on. You know, when you are talking aloud, I did not enter you aloud, so calm and listen. It's my turn to talk. I don't do blind arguments. And when I'm talking, I don't lie. That is why I do my thing with evidence. And that is why I don't analyze any Biafran's video or anybody. I analyze international law and examples of countries and organizations that have achieved their nation before. Because Biafra is not first country to achieve a country in the world. We are not. We are only standing on the history of those that have made it. That is what we are doing.
So my question to you about
this my question to you is: do you hear from any media handle at all that Simon Ekpa said Ngozi Orabeze is the surrogate and she has to protect the mandate? Yes or no?
No, such a thing never happened.
Fine.
Sorry, my brother read the party. Because first. Because who is Dr. Ngozi to Simon when our PM was there?
No, see, that place is even very. I know why I started from this place because of we started from us and asking us to follow Simon. That is why he followed. That is why I don't want to ask him about who is Simon.
No, I didn't know. The reason why I said that is because when you talk of COS, which is the chief of staff, after the president, you get the chief of staff. And that one is not enough for our people. That makes our PM to send out that message when he wasn't around anymore. He sent the message with the whole cabinet, every Dick and Tom. They knows about it. I say, be my surrogate. When Google will surrogate first before I get George.
Okay, no, we are not arguing. Now you told me, like you come for argument like that, like you said before. I'm not arguing with you. What I don't know, I will told you I don't know. You told
yes,
me,
now the only one that you guys know, you want to start making a statement from what that's why
no, I told you I don't hear when Simon says so. You told me that it's a woman that sent this message, but I didn't hear
Simon
when Simon said so. Yeah, you said this, but I didn't hear when he said this.
Okay, fine. You didn't hear, fine. Now, do you hear from GOS, from any social media, that Mazen Kano sent a letter to a lawyer that none of GOS or IPM members to attack Simon, that he forbids anybody to attack Simon? Do you hear that?
My brother, you are going another way. This is not.
I am not going another way. It's from where you start because you said something.
This is not why I come here, bro. This is not why I come here. I want to know where you that question about.
If you want to know, you could have listened. Now, let me. If you want to know really, if you're not playing double standard, now listen. I will answer you for you to know. That's why I said that what I am doing here, I am not doing what every other person is doing social media. I am doing another different thing. Check my page very well. Now, he said from you that Ngozi Oraveze is doing what he's doing on her own on social media. That is how you address her. And that is how you explain it.
That is what is going on now. Nothing is going on now. It's only on social media.
You say you don't know, and now you don't want to know. You see you, and now you are coming out. I want you to come out full. You know, pretend of who you are, my brother. I don't pretend. Come out fully. I will trigger. I'm going to trigger you to come out fully. That is why I'm still going to that thing I'm going. And when it's easier, you see I'm going the first laugh inside you.
No, but you never tell me what I asked you. You are
Listen,
just going anywhere.
That thing is listen. There is no how you will answer without explanation in the exam. Now you ask a question, and I said I will answer you with examples, not just to answer you. For you to know the truth. If you are here to know, or you know you want to come and just pretend for the first time after you bring who you are out. Now, this is it. After Biafran War, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, piloted the movie. I don't talk about it was wicked. What Mazi Kanu was registered, Ipob as organization in 2012. And he mobilized us, teach us that we are Biafrans, that we are not Nigeria, that we have to move for our own country called Biafra. And one of his prayer, he said, until we redeem who we are, that his prayer is the last miracle that Biafra will be a country, not to be organization or by anybody. Now, after that, Simon Ekpa, they kidnapped him. Simon Ekpa takes over. What we are doing from time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu till November 29, or till Simon Ekpa now enter into the movement, we are just doing protests on the streets as a political structure that are under human rights, that are asking the world to tell Nigeria that they should treat us right. I want to copy example of one of the Biafran heroes who said that if the world refuses to treat Biafrans right, that these children will come back to ask for Biafra again. That is what Philip Effiong told Nigerian government. And because of they are not treating us right, Nigerian government, now we start asking for Biafra again. In asking for Biafra again, we started with the protests. We have protested on the street for 14 years with nothing to prove that Biafra should be a country, except to prove that Biafra is just a political party like Ipob Bgc, think that Biafra or Ipob is only way for us to achieve Biafra. The way that Biafra can be moving. I'm talking about Biafra, making it to be a party that once election is coming, then we'll tell Nigeria government, we are here. They're not treating us why. Once they give them money, everything will succumb. They will wait they will vote, another election will come soon. That one will pass, everyone will be calm. We will continue the protests. Now, secondly, after all these years, the world will say that we are just making noise in social media with Ipob structure and with the name and the protests that was over all this while. That the only first time that we have moved to the right way of example of Namibia that got their independence or become a country out of South Africa, that Namibia protests for 4 years. They transition into what they call government in exile. Namibia, that's from South Africa, starting from 1958 to 1990. In this their movement, Namibia protests for 4 years, but under Ipob organization, we have protested for 14 years. And the world has never called us or returned back the map of Biafra back into the world map. Because of what? They see us as a mere political party. Simon Ekpa Njoko coming to find the criteria that Biafra should be a country, that the language of Israel, people are calling, the language of Donald Trump, people are calling, and language of every country or international body is what? Government in exile. I never knew what they call government in exile until Simon Ekpa emerged and introduced government in exile under the structure of Brgie as an organization, registered as an organization. And he told all of us, he said, you followed him, that until we redeclared Biafra as a country, that is only time we will stop making noise. And with all verification of those that people like in Africa, Algeria, transitional government in exile, Namibia, government in exile, Eritrea, government in exile, when Ethiopia lost their country, like the way we Biafran lost our country in the hands of Nigeria, Ethiopia transitional government in exile in London. After the transitional government in exile in London, they redeclared their lost country that they lost in the hands of Italy back and stand on exile and have government structure of government cabinet members made up of prime minister, chief of staff, foreign affairs, and they start piloting as a country. They now move from being political movement area into a government structure and in exile. They now achieve their recognition. After they achieve their recognition, they return back to their territory and take over from the hands of Italy. The same thing happened to Namibia. The same thing happened to Algeria. The same happened to all of them that I mentioned 5 or 4 in Africa through government in exile. It's only way they gain their country back. And Simon Ekpa introduced government in exile for us. In a structure of government in exile, after the prime minister, the highest position there is the chief of staff, COS. Even in Nigeria government, as a structure of the government, chief of staff, after president, after vice, even chief of staff of a country, even has more position more than a vice president in the world map or in the history of how a country is being run. Then someone can introduce DOS. DOS, they said DOS structure is a structure of a party structure. But the structure of COS and the prime minister is a structure of a government in exile that are representing their people. Maybe they lost their country, or where they are is not conducive for them to stay to fight to get their country or have their own country. They must transition to government in exile. Now, through Simon Ekpa, we now transition into government in exile. And you said that we are following Simon Ekpa without sentiment, we are following him. And when he said, until we redeclare Biafra, without that we are making noise, and that is where the world put IPOB and their protests of over all these years, that they're just making noise, social media, asking the world to tell Nigeria, treat us right, give us our right. That is why all the documents of IPOB submitting to the United Nations, to the Hague, and every other organization that they are sending the document, they are saying about human rights abuse, human rights intimidation. That is what IPOB is sending. Not that they want Biafra as a country. Now, for you to want Biafra as a country, like people of Namibia want Namibia as a country, they transitioned to government in exile. The leader of Namibia was in prison. A woman took over of Namibia movement. The leader was in prison out of South Africa, and the woman took over. The man was in prison until the woman achieved recognition of Namibia as a country. Finally, in 1990, he was released. He outside become the first president of Namibia people as a country. Now, let's hold on. Now, the only people you have is what I am playing to you today. Listen, I want to say one thing finally. The only government you have election for not, that the world said that only government Biafran people have is United States of Biafra was declared the Baratongozi or that is the word. Out of the 75 governments in exile that are pushing to get their lost country back, it's only Dr. Ngozi or that was declared Biafra November 2024 is the only one. So if you are not supporting USD and you are confused, I will say this word. Cool. A Confucian man at 20 years will be a criminal at 40. A Confucian man at the age of 40 will be at the age of 60. And also going to be at the age of 80. Unless you tell yourself, The program of today has proven otherwise, that IPOB is not in the world map as a government of Biafran people. BGC is not there. DRC is not there. Fake Brgie Obenkere, the stealing Brgie is not there. Still up until Brgie is not there. It's only United of Biafra government is the one that the world can call as the government of the people that are seeking from one of the laws of Biafra. That is what I am here to tell you. That is why I went this far, for you to know that their people have achieved their point of the past. We are not the first, and we're not going to be the last. If you went to school, for you to pass, you must follow the criteria, the law of that school before you will pass. The Biafra organization as a whole is not you or it's not me, because you can't write the exam and miss the exam. You give yourself pass mark. Do you understand it?
My brother, I understand you. I understand you fully. I really understand you. You know, ndị Igbo bias na-ebe onye biko ọ na-awachi. Ọ bụghị ihe njụrụ gị ka ị sara m.
Gịnị ka ị jụrụ m?
Ihe njụrụ gị na-ahụ, kedu ebe anyị kwụ na, kedu ebe ịkwụ gị nwa na-eplish about Biafra. Ịsaha m ya ịgbara okwu okirikiri.
And my where I stand, support United of Biafra will be November 2024. But you are not for Biafra. I give instances why I have to stand there. What she's doing is what other countries like Namibia, Algeria, Eritrea in Africa have done to become a country. Yes, Eba Hon and Eba Abena the world, as the only government of Biafra today, that of 75 governments in the world, go on the motor affairs and first of Biafra, Eba Hon. Because you are not the one,
on a Zoom, actually, maybe happen. I'm be na YouTube to nwere 1000.
And I want to tell you now that you're coming out school that you are a saboteur, that you are just pretending. Because of your now,
wait to make I sabo you.
I'm not allow you to talk. Because I find now I know who you are. Now you come out.
You don't allow me to talk. Then I will leave you because I know the type of people.
You are deceiver. You are not here to learn. I told you that you are not here to learn. That you are here to pretend. I told you. People saying
what? I think you don't go buy coat too. Before you don't have all this. I watch you. You follow this.
You see how you come out fully now. People in the comment section say that you are a betrayer, you are a saboteur before you start talking. Because we have
I am a saboteur for all these kind of people where they come online, they deceive our friends.
Yes.
You know, online deceivers. I'm coming for you people. It's not when you get 1,000 followers. I know when you never reach 1,000 followers.
You are
come out. Now you don't become Lily Biafra TV. Before nothing on so you the answer come.
Look at you are English. You look at how you are talking. Don't listen that you are I don't have to leave you here to distract the Biafrans.
Sorry, my brother Chino. Initial stage, I wanted to, say something about the Moron, but now some can have good on sense. But it is quite obvious that these people are irredeemable.
Yeah.
And I am so glad till tomorrow that our constitution will handle each and every one of them. And this was so see, sometimes when they come out to say we have to come together, we have to be together for we to get our freedom, is a lie. It is not possible for everybody to come together. When they get here now, jiri na akọrọ n'ubi na-eru unye, ọka na akọrọ n'ugbo na ame ọfụma. So there are people that will fall on the wrong side. When the time remember, say it is time to select the wheat from the chaff. That selection is still on. Up to this moment, ka mmadụ ga-abịakwa na-akụ eri ọ bụ claim na ọmaha onye ngozi wa ọmaha onye ihe ya wụ the people that fought our PM.
Yes.
They are the people that fought our PM. Today, they are now fighting our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. They went underground for how many years? Till now, they cannot boast of anything. Oh, we be fight for our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. We can't help you people. These people are irredeemable, and the darkness they will remain into. Our sister Ngo is in the house. I'm gonna get meeting a platform. Madam
Ngozi, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Good evening. For have the mic, please.
Triple M.
Yes, sir.
Triple M. Now we there here. We not the shake. We not go nowhere.
Cha. Ndị sabo na aga na amụ ha aka n'anya n'oge ọ ga-eme ha bam n'anya ma oge ha na-agụ mgbe ha na-ebuarị flag na-agụrụ anyị ọ ga-eme ha bam n'anya. Nothing on table o. Ewetezie Biafra ha sa achọwo ihe. They want to be making money. Criminals everywhere.
First of all, Biafrans, no, because it's
please, one that do be, please, you try 1 minute. No one brother, not a phone call. Go who say give any Rubiko. Okay, Gani because he has muted the mic. Gani one that do.
Okay. You know, it's a policy of our brother, you know, Chino. First of all, don't greet him. I am a citizen of Biafra.
Yes, sir.
I am a citizen, me, Nwada Ngozi Chukwuka. I am a citizen of United States of Biafra. And as that Nigeria must go.
Yes, sir.
So it's our
code.
As that Nigeria must go. You know, it's our national anthem in this platform. Before Maazị Chino ana m ekene gị ebe a bụ ehihie ọma. So ehihie ọma nwanne mmadụ. Okay. Thank you very much. Daalụ hinne. All the Biafrans in the all the admins, I greet everyone, and the comment section, I greet every one of us. Ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma, and ụtụtụ ọma ebe onye nọ nke o were ya. Anyị abịaghị ebe a for grammar. We're here for study history. That you know, ọ bịa na-asị English. My brother nke bịakwa okwu ebe a, you know one thing that it marvels me in some of our men, those who call themselves men, quote unquote men. I wonder how this such a moron mediocres will learn. You come to a brother, your own brother, that research. You know what it takes to research. You know what it takes. Even the lawyers Gawagi, what it takes to go into to research and bring it up and be teaching. Do you know how many hours it takes him? Instead of coming here to learn, as you come and just if you pretend that you want to ask a question, yes, a question is good to ask, but you came here to learn, but Ibia with the trickish. What is the problem? So all these things that she non accusing now because Nima Afaya also Nena Naya, yes. Ibia ban now ka itinye isi na ka iwe gụọ akwụkwọ ifo ka iwe gụọ akwụkwọ ka ọ bara onwe gị uru and ịbịa ka ịjụọ question onwe ka ọ nọ gị with you know with happiness and love that ye na ịbịa ebe a ịjụ ajụjụ ka ịbịa ịjụ kịta na-akọ gịnị. So ka njụgozi gị ọchị nọ dị onye all those things ọ na-ewepụta na-akụzili anyị onye nwa dere ya but ọ bụ na onye nwa de ya anọmnọ voice ya is a great man. Is a great man that he will never go hungry for all the not n'ụwa, even ụmụ ya will inherit it. I don't know what is wrong with you, some of you guys, that you don't want to learn. Okay, have you ever researched on your own to know what international body said, to know what USB is doing, to know what is this Ogechukwu or fall back or fall left and right or Ipob now or MASSOB? Have you ever just bring 3 hours to research and see what all those people are doing? Why you? I challenge you. Bring your face out.
We cannot. That person, Madam goes in. This one was sample master for fight Robert Toby, Simon Epanjo. Oh, now come out ready. Sample master. No, with Ipob. Oh, you better inform.
Oh, sample master. It's a shameful thing to him because no one home is illiterate. Na mmadụ ama ha so Igbo ka o ji abụ illiterate. Na mmadụ ama ha so Igbo. How ọgụgụ uche gị. What so na sample master gịnị ka da sample master nwa gịnị ka research pụtara? Gịnị ka ha jide Nnamdi Okwu Kanu? Their own leader they are claiming is the only leader, is all and all they know. Gịnị ka ha rụpụtara? Suppose they're a good servant or a good sheep or whatever they call themselves, they're supposed to tell Nnamdi Kanu, see what we're supposed to do. Nnamdi Kanu, the second arrest, now Nigeria can never arrest him because no declare go. Gịnị ka on the table? There's nothing on the table. Oh, just kagana share ego. Kagana bury flag up and down. Kagana pose umu Biafra up and down. But we never say that again. Never again. Hobu ne gwana ha toge. Nginwa bu ne ikwa amo. Mwana agwage bu nwa tukwa nwa mmiri. Wapụta ihu gị. Wapụta ihu gị. Ndị efulefu agafu. Efulefu di na nwoke. See, let me tell you something. Whether you people like it or you don't like it or now Biafra have declared 29 November 2024. He has written, and who declare it? Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. And those people that travel down, their signature, even signature for Genkere is there. Hey, signature for Okwama Nadia is there. Signature for Adade Oranjo is there. Signature of Maza Kwabo Rafael Ajerere is there. Signature of Ruby Nadi is there. Signature of that Agade Kwenka, that Hima Madabu is there. The betrayers can not work, their signature are there. So whether you people like it or not, we are not begging you people. Who is now a commander-in-chief? Our GPM, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, and you that speaking, you're under her, whether you like it or not. You're under her. And which document we used to bring Nnamdi Okwu Kanu in that dungeon is still under Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, the cabinet, USB, and now Agbajo. Unu tere deo, you guys must bow. If you don't like, go and hang transformer. If you don't like, our brother, bụ onye nwe the contract Ima Udo, Kevin, ọ sị anyị hapụrụ ya that ụdọ na-enwe nwe the contract, ọ ga-ejiga na-ebute unu ewerizi ụdọ wee kwudo onwe unu no wee werizie onwe unu wee koro na fan wee hagbuo onwe unu na anwụrụ anya. Very stupid. You come here to disgrace yourself. Why are you disgracing yourself? Instead of a question, okay, ask him a question. He answered you. He said you should move. And he asked you again. He answered. Okay, him that asking you, he now walk around. Chino, my dear brother, doing what you are doing. We that know and we that want to learn the history of another people and the history of our own, we are ready to learn, whether they like it or not. No one will challenge you because you are doing what you are doing to liberate your people, to liberate the people that accept to liberation. And I really thank God that only on a Biafra land, Hana Noge, and only of Nzigeri, this your program, the person come to us and said, don't thank me because we want everybody to belong. I'm not begging you people, but this is history. Doing what you are doing. Only to go Kabiama. You are doing it for yourself and for Biafrans and for your children. Is to go Muguzo and walk out phone and Biafra. Jisike, I am a citizen of Biafra. And as that, Nigeria must go. I salute Nnamdi Kanu Onyendu. I salute Simon Ekpan, the finisher. I salute Dr. Ngozi Rebena and the cabinet. Wanda Bachiruzo. I salute all our ministry in our land. Tomorrow is what? On Monday. I salute our mothers and fathers in the 40th state of Biafra. Ebon! We move.
So we are on the right track. And that's why I said after 1967 till November 29, 2024 is the only first time we'll ever get it right. And all game have Amnanya. Bishop Onaga, please have the mic. If you are close to your mic. Bishop Onaga, are you close to your mic? Okay.
Thank you so much from here. Good afternoon. And happy Sunday to everyone, each and every one of us here, and those in the comment section. Yes. I am a citizen of the United States of Biafra. We are the citizens of the United States of Biafra. Oh, citizens of the United States of Biafra. United States of Biafra. Biafra is a home. United States of Biafra. Biafra is a nation. The United States of Biafra. Biafra is our identity. Oh, Hamadi Kendi, the President of the United States of Biafra. Mazi Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. Yo. Dr. Ngozi was the DPM of United States of Biafra. For real, United States of Biafra. Biafra is our nation. United States of Biafra. Biafra is our country. Thank you very much, my brother. I have to sing this song so that if that scallywag is still there listening, so that it will be very clear to him what we are doing at this stage. We have gone beyond era of gathering together, having meeting in one place or the other, you know, carrying black cards and the rest of them. they must understand that it is no longer business as usual. No longer business as usual. Ọbata obi ese onye si gị na o nwere ka eji eme na gị jụọ ya ife ọ na-asị ka na o nwere ka eji eme kedu ndị mere before ya nye gị example of those who have done it before. And it's as simple as that. My father na-asị m na-agba anyị sị onye si gị na ife a na-atọ ka gị jụọ ya kedu ife ọ na-atọ ka ya. So these people are still wallowing in the wilderness of confusion, you know, and the ignorance. Like I said before, it does not matter who is bringing, who is carrying the baton. We are not looking at the physical appearance of those who are carrying the baton. Rather, we are looking at, right, like you said, the message, what they carry, the message they carry, and the effect of what they are doing. You know, even when we were at school, they used to tell us something. According to so and so person, they will say, according to so and so person, according to so and so person. You learn it from what those people have done. That is where we are today. So, as I want to yield, I want to say shame, big shame to them. Big shame, shame on them. Our constitution is waiting for them. Thank you so much. You are blessed, bro. Keep it up.
Thank you, Bonaga. Thank you so much. The thing that is there is our people, whether I like it or not, that is why I started the opinion that nobody should call that we can never be united to get Biafra as a country. It doesn't exist anywhere in the world that you must be united. And that is always quickly I refer to America. That when they declare their own, 56 is yes, let us sign that America should be a country. 500 is say no, we are not signing. Rather, they turn that they sign that they don't want America to be a country. If 56 can win, we have already won the case. How do you won the case against Ipob and Sampe Master who claim that he's he never knew that Biafra as a country had taken over the war stage. And we only start taking the war stage after November the 29th, 2024. I never knew that we are from IPO before I start talking about that we have wasted 40 years in protests of nothing. Except that Simon and Jockey emerged and to do so what is government in exile. And as he arrested, the final arrested him, put him in prison. The person he chose as a surrogate, as a COS, and person that understands what someone stands for, took over. And they understand that his prime minister said, until we declare it, without this declaring document, that we are just making noise. And she helped us to stop making the noise. To help us to stop making the noise is why today, that out of the 75 government in exile, that out of 20 to first 10, from first 10 to first 5, that are very, very effective, working to achieve recognition that the name United States of Biafra, leading by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze or issued redeclared by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, is today in number 3 position, 3rd place. And in Joan KKC on a social media, on a TikTok, because of you are a fool, that's why I told you that you fool at 20 will be full at 40. A fool at 40 will be at full at 60, from 60 to 8 until the grave. That is what the Sampe Master claimed to be Kelen Nashi. That is what he presented here this evening. And he said he doesn't know. From he don't know and now he wants to know. He wants to prove his useless brain of being IPOB member and not supporting the truth. And also prove that he never won Biafra as a country. If you want Biafra as a country, and the words that are here making us to understand that the only government in exile, like the way they know about Amazonia. Sample Master, do you know about Amazonia? What are they doing? Where is their government today? Have they taken over Cameroon? Have they taken over Cameroon? The world will count the government in exile today. You don't even know that there is a 9 countries that is coming out in Africa. Do you know about that? That 9 countries, including the name United States of Biafra, is among these 9. In this 9 today in Africa, we are in 2nd position in Africa. In the world, we are in number 3 in the world as a country that will soon come out of Africa with the name United States of Biafra. Is the IPOB bring the name United States of Biafra? Is the BGC bring the name United States of Biafra? Is it MASSOB that bring the name United States of Biafra that have entered into the world map that makes that Biafra right now then on the world map that we have included back? And the plight of Biafra was removed, both plight of Bonny has been removed back to plight of Biafra under United States of Biafra as the continuity of the old lost country. That is where we are. And in this continuity, the world has already known, as the way they know about Amazonia, that they are fighting to exit from Cameroon. It's the same way the world already know now that the people of Biafra is fighting to exit from Nigeria. And what is the name of people that want to exit from Nigeria? They say that their name is what? United States of Biafra, that was redeclared November 29, 2024. Is the only one that the world knows that this is the government of this country, that this is where we know that they are trying to exit from Nigeria, and they have proved it by maintaining the criteria of the government in exile structure, proving that they really want to exit from Nigeria. That is why we gather in Helsinki, Latvia, Finland, through our DPM, Dr. Bgc, to issue redeclared of the lost country called the Republic of Biafra, then into the continuity of the new one that transitioned into the name was adopted openly, United States of Biafra, with a 40 states. Today, nobody is asking questions again. Show us your map. The only thing we are hearing today that you did not consult us in this your map. Why you did not include us in this your map? And is it IPOB that introduced the map? Is it IPOB that introduced the 40 states that today nobody is asking us? The question today, you did not consult us. That is the question. It's not like that it's not there. That the question is, you did not consult us. And after that, you will still come and you are presenting IPOB organization and you are presenting FALLBACK and you are pretending of who you are. If you are a man, show your face. If you are a man, show your face. If you are see today, you are not supporting US declared. In general, you are a betrayer, you are a saboteur. 75. Where are you and your structure? Why are you not included inside the 75? Why are you and your structure are not included as a country in waiting? The 75 federal governments that exist that are seeking recognition, why that IPOB is not there? Why that BGC is not there? Why that CRC is not there? Why that PUK is not there? Or PU what? So from Go 247. Why IPOB and fake criminal Ogenkere Brgie stealing of the original Brgie, the man who his own is only to steal, why that his name is not included as among one of the effective government in exile? Why can't you ask questions? And that is why I refer you how Namibia associated from South Africa. I never know who you are, but my mind asked me to go that line, and I told the line. Why can't you ask yourself, how did Namibia associate from South Africa? South Africa is not a country that colonized, that people have been moved away from. And in your own case, when did you want to move away from being an organization, on the protest organization? I never know. That is why I never know that's where you are coming from. Before I told that everything about IPOB is just protest, and they wasted 14 years. They are wasted people, and they put people in prison, and they take life of our people with the name of protest. And today they want to remove the owner. You see the method. They remove the owner, Mass Nnamdi Kanu. Like again, removing PM Simon Ekpa. And you will see all these things. And you call yourself a normal human being who will come for me. And you cannot retract yourself and tell yourself the truth. You cannot tell yourself the common truth. And you are claiming that you are a man. Well, the world has made it openly, and I have understand it clearly, that the only exile government we have in this world is only United States of Biafra government in exile. Is the only government in exile that the world knows, and we have been included. The way we have returned back to the map of the world is the same way we have included as one of the most effective government in exile that are seeking for recognition through the Congolese and all the cabinet members, ministers of information, and all of them doing their job very well. This is the areas that people refuse to look into and understand that there is no other way we can achieve this Biafra except through this way of having United States of Biafra as our own country. It's not by what you think, and it can never be by how you feel. The only way of it is that we have stand on the line of the international global community and what they are asking or what they are looking for us to do. And the first time we have given them what they told Mass Nnamdi Kanu, go and be doing something. They told Mass Nnamdi Kanu, go and be doing something. And when Mass Nnamdi Kanu trying to do something, people like you will pull him back. People like you will pull Mass Nnamdi Kanu back. That is why the man who knows how to achieve Biafra come and choose a woman. Like when Namibia has problem, and even also Algeria, all these countries, I have mentioned it here, that the woman stood up, they are all countries today, through vie in exile, not from the same country. And if you never transition to government in exile, you are just a mere political party. And if you eventually transition into government in exile without peaceful declaration or redeclared of the lost country, you are just a mere political party. That is what you represent. And that is what you are giving the world. And that is how the world is looking at what you are doing. And that is how they will dress you as just a mere political party. So it's only the one that the world recognizes out of this time around is the only existing government in exile we have in this world, which is United States of Biafra. Is the only government in exile that have issued a declaration of their sovereignty, that are waiting for recognition, like when America was waiting for the recognition. Like when Namibia is waiting for, after they have declared it, they are waiting for recognition. When a country like Algeria today, that Kabila is pulling out from, they want their own country out of Algeria. South Africa, another country, is pulling out from there. Do you also know that from Ethiopia, that people of units of Ethiopia, that is those who want to, who is pulling also out, and they are in exile in France, where one is Socha is and doing all her shenanigans today. And do you also know that in Africa alone, you have official government in 9 exile government, that Usbg is, as of now, #2 in Africa. You know that in Africa, you have official non-exile government, that the world knows that these people are fighting to have their own country, not to maintain organization, or not to be a structure, or a structure of a political pressure movement. Do you know that these 9 in Africa exist? None of them is rightful in the country that they want to exit from. They are not in their country. They are not there. They all in exile. Even some those that from the same Africa that we have here today, that some of them has transitioned into the nearby African country to have their own government in exile. This is what is happening. And you don't know about it because you don't care to know about it. And also, it's not in your hand to know about that. And because of you refuse to know the truth, and that is why the truth is far from you. Because you don't see yourself as someone that have to be a country. And you don't know the road to have Biafra as a country. And when people that know the road to achieve Biafra as a country is here, trying to restore that lost country, the only thing you will do is to do what? To start fighting against them. So, Biafrans, when you know that you are out of the 79, that we are in number 3 as one of the country that are seeking for recognition, that the world knows that you are here. If the world can recognize Usbg into one of the most effective 5 of government in exile that are doing well for their people, for the international community, stand on the existing protocol of the world to achieve Biafra as a country. If the world do understand it and include us there, it's part of the recognition. Because you, that's when they count number, you have no number. That simply means you does not exist. You, that you have no number, that you does not exist in the world map, or the words never talk about you and it not give you number, that you are one of the most effective one. Do you know that word? And also one of the noticeable governments in the world. You that are not noticeable, that are not anywhere, that is making noise. Can't you ask yourself, what can I do for the world to notice me and put me where they put Ambazonia? Between Biafra movement and Ambazonia, which one first? After we have lost it, what happened? Ambazonia today is in the world map as one of the government in exile. In first 20, they are included. In first 5 in Africa, they are included. What of you and your IPOB structure? What of you and your MASSOB structure that are not included? What of you and your BGC? What of you and your CRC? What of you and your fake FALLBACK Brgie, the criminal Ogenkere who steal the Brgie of Simon Ekpa that he was registered? You are not anywhere to be mentioned, and you are not anywhere to be found. My people, this time that we are into is to prove to everyone that if you are not supporting USBG declared, whatever you are doing, you are just making noise. And what the world told Mazakan to go and be doing something, USB is doing something. That is why the world can easily recognize USBG declared as the government of the people of Biafra. That's IPOB is under United States of Biafra. Every organization has, and that is why I told you that USBG declared is the end point of agitation, protest, and every organization. Today, what we are today, we are a citizen of a United States of Biafra as a nation are seeking for recognition, like when America seek their own, when Algeria seek their own, when Namibia seek their own, when Belgium seek, when Poland and Ireland, when every country in the world seek their own to be a country. That is where we are today. And you must present yourself as a country before you can sign treaty. And for every other country to talk about you, you must give them what they want. They call it the other way around, external remedial succession. In the modern day world, they turn it into a government in exile. That is a document. That is when you have give every country that loves you power to recognize you and see you as their fellow country. And that's when they have time to say we recognize you. Nigeria, they will not have Nigeria problem as anything because the territorial integrity is there, and the only way they can bypass the so-called territorial integrity is by them to stand by you giving them the power, the law that guides them to protect them also. Because Nandeba is no Kwibu, no Agwanese and no Buagwanese Panduya. This is why you see this our peacefully declared that we don't have to play with it. That's why we have to hold it very serious. That's why we must protect this mandate now that the world has already known that we are here, that we have come to stay. So do not panic, do not mind anybody who is coming to distract you or who is coming to pretend at the back of everything. Without USBG declared, we are all lost. Without USBG declared, I said what? We are all lost. It's only in USBG declared is where we redeem who we are. You see that Mazankano prayer to redeem who we are. We only redeem ourselves through what? Through United States of Biafra. That is only way we have done what? Redeem ourselves. So in this all other governments that exist in this world, where we, the people of Biafra, that our own name is there as one of the most effective governments in exile, that is why we don't have to panic. There is many countries, there is many governments in exile today that are fighting to achieve their own country. And the USB has given us all we needed. They have given us what? All we needed. That is why we must support our own. That is why at this stage we are into, there is nothing to be talked about except USBG declared, making it openly for the world to know that we are exist, and the world have already known that we, as the people of Biafra, we are existing. That is why you can see our name inside the government in exile, that the world knows that there are 27 words government in exile. So Do not panic. Stand strong and remain focused. Fund your government. Fund your government. The world put it in brackets that we are under the structure called Brgie before we declared United States of Biafra. The world has started putting Brgie in bracket for us, for them to understand that this is the name of the organization. Like when they talk about Namibia, they present SWAPO as what? As an organization, put it in bracket, and put Republic of Namibia or Algeria as a name of a country. The same thing. That is why when I said that the criteria of the world for Biafra to achieve recognition is not, and nobody is the one to do what? There is no other human being in this world to say that Biafra is not a country. Biafra Republic government is only by Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, the one that issued a peacefully declared of our lost country. It's not that when we talk about this, they will run to congressmen. Without you being here, you going to congressmen is just wasting your time. You going to congressmen mean nothing. Going to congressmen is nothing because you are not in the world map. You are not included. But when you come, give them your hand to shake, they will shake your hand. And you know that you are giving the hand to shake. There's something you are giving to them. There is no time to waste time. As of today, I prove it to you that USG declared is in number 3 in the world for those that have redeclared their lost country back, that has only one government. And for me, in only this one government is where I stand till tomorrow. So that is the only government we have. So any other human being is saying at this stage, for me, makes no sense. We have wasted more time and we have wasted life of our people so much. So all these groups and all these organizations that are here and there making noise everywhere, that's what I'm telling you, that let them make the noise for all they care. They can never stop USB declared, because they are all making this noise, and the world will pick United States of Biafra as the only government of the people of Biafra that is working to restore Biafra as a country. Honestly, I don't know what else you want in this life. Instead of you to flow this truth, instead of you to stand on this mandate where we are at this stage, that Biafra has been redeclared and that nobody will stop us anymore. And you are there still wasting your time. As I'm talking to you right now, that idiot had jumped into a Kalena platform. As I'm talking to you, because I showed the other side of my phone, they had jumped there after I've knocked him out. So that is how they move. And when they come, they will lower their voice and they will think that the human being is talking to you. So, my people of Biafra, we must continue to move because of what? We are on the right track. After all these years, the only first time that we, as people of Biafra, has got it right is starting from November the 29th, 2024. On that day is the only first time we have gotten it right. That is the only day we have gotten it right. Except that we have not gotten it right. And now that we have gotten it right, it's going to take us time. And I use that word, that delay is not denied. Destiny can be delayed, but cannot be denied. That is the things that we, as people of Biafra, have to understand. You see, all this noise that are making social media is not stopping anything. It can never stop us. And I told you, under the research, that from 75 governments in exile, 75 governments in exile that we are number 3 in the world. And in Africa, we are number 2. So if the world can give us such a recognition, and we stand on that, and we are moving today, what else or where else do you think that is the only way we can get it right? And after all this, I want you to know recognition is not being given by population. Recognition is being given by the criteria you met under the international law. That is how they give words. That is how they give the criteria for you to become a country. That's how they give it. They're not giving it by population. That is why usually declared is on the top. And as of today, they are doing everything humanly possible. So we're going to end it here until we may come back again. But before I go, let us see if what we have here can play, so you can have it at the back of your mind that Biafra has been redeclared, and the world has, in the 75 exile government, we are in charge. We also involved. And in the Africa official 9 exile governments that have in Africa, Africa has 9 governments in exile. Usbg is in number 2. Amazonia is in number 3. Cabinda, that one visit from Algeria, is in number 1 because they have been there before us and they are wasn't strong. That is why they can be there. So let us see if the audio will play from here. Let us see. Let us try if the audio can play. So you can have it at your mind. In Africa,
I can certainly help you expand that list. While the number of entities claiming sovereignty fluctuates depending on how one defines a government in exile versus a separatist movement or unrecognized state, there are indeed dozens of active organizations worldwide claiming to be the rightful authorities of their homelands. Below is a comprehensive list of notable governments in exile and self-declared sovereign entities active as of 2026, including their primary host countries.
Can you hear me?
Africa. Claimed territory. Organization, entity. Host country, Biafra. United States of Biafra, USB.
Can someone hear the audio voice?
Finland, USA. Ambazonia. Interim Government of Ambazonia. USA, UK. Cabinda. Republic of Cabinda. France, DR Congo.
Can
Western
someone,
Sahara.
Anyang, can you hear
Sahrawi
me?
Arab Democratic Republic. Algeria. Kabylie. Movement for Self-Determination of Kabylie. France. Tigray. Government of Tigray. In exile, transition. Various, regional, Equatorial Guinea. Progress Party of Equatorial Guinea. Spain. Ethiopia. Crown Council of Ethiopia. USA.
This is
Zanzibar.
9 in Africa.
Zanzibar government in exile. United Kingdom. Asia and Oceania. Claimed territory. Organization, entity. Host country. Tibet. Central Tibetan Administration. India. East Turkestan. East Turkestan Gov. In exile. ETGE. USA. Myanmar. National Unity Government. NUG. Border Regions. USA. South Maluku. Republic of South Maluku. Netherlands. West Papua. United Liberation Movement for West Papua. Vanuatu. UK. Manipur. Manipur Government in exile. United Kingdom. Tamil Elam. Transnational Government of Tamil Elam. USA. Canada. Sikkim. Sikkim Government in exile. USA. Inner Mongolia. Inner Mongolian People's Party. USA. Japan. Vietnam. Provisional Gov. of Free Vietnam. USA. Laos. Royal Lao Government in exile. USA. Europe and Middle East. Claimed territory. Organization, entity. Host country, Belarus. United Transitional Cabinet, Tikhanovskaya, Lithuania, Poland. Belarus. Rada of the Belarusian Democratic Republic. Canada, USA. Artsakh, Republic of Artsakh, in exile, Armenia. Chechnya, Chechen Republic of Ichkeria, United Kingdom. Syria, Syrian Interim Government. Turkey, Iran, National Council of Resistance of Iran, France, Albania, Crimea, Government of the Otan, Representative of Crimea, Ukraine, Kyiv, Tatarstan, Government of Independent Tatarstan, Poland, Ukraine, Circassia, Circassian Government in Exile, Turkey, Western Armenia Government in Exile, France, the Americas, Claimed Territory, Organization, Entity, Host Country, Venezuela, Supreme Tribunal of Justice, in Exile, USA, Panama, Cuba, Assembly of the Cuban Resistance, USA, Miami, important distinctions in 2026. Host policy. Many of these governments operate with the blind eye of their host countries. For example, while the United States of Biafra operates from Finland, the Finnish government officially maintains diplomatic ties with Nigeria, leading to periodic legal friction. The 75 figure. The number 75 often refers to a broader list including unrepresented nations and people's organization, UNPO, members. Not all of these have formal cabinets in exile. Some are cultural preservation movements or political parties operating abroad. Digital sovereignty. In 2026, many of these entities, like the Usbg, utilize blockchain and social media to issue digital IDs or passports, attempting to build statehood in the cloud even when they lack physical territory. Would you like me to focus on a specific region, or are you looking for the leadership names of the newer entities like the United States of Biafra?
I hope you heard it clearly. The world knows that we are here. So help USD by supporting you to be declared with all your full strength. So make it open for us to achieve what we are looking for. I want to thank you for today. Triple, are you there for your final conclusion before we leave? Triple, are you close to your mic? Triple, are you close to your mic?
Yes, my brother. Thank you so much.
Yes, we have to end it here. We'll come back again today, but let's end it here for now.
All right. Thank you, my genuine fellow Biafrans. Please, freedom is not given, it is taken. We have heard this word time without number every day, but you see some of our people, useless set of people, that don't know what freedom is all about. They will always come to try to discourage those that is doing something. When you ask them what are they doing for how many years now? Oh, for more than 2 decades, and a bearer flag without destination. They will still come here to tell you what are you doing. But they fail to answer the question, what have they done since how many years? After all the things, the noise they make. No, their name is not even is not even found in the list of those that is seeking for freedom. Is it not shame? Shame on them, shame. And they still have mouth to talk. The one that usually pains me is that whenever you meet them, whenever you have a banter with them, they will tell you, do you know how many years that we have been here? We have been here before you, and you're happy claiming that. Is freedom fighting a career or business? Claiming we have been here before you, we have been here for years. What was your achievement? Madonna school. After 5 years, you're supposed to graduate. You are still there. 15 years in school. Please, we are no longer looking at anybody. It is not a must that everybody will be a freedom fighter. No, this particular movement, there are people that got called before they are being given birth to. They are being called by the Chukwuka Biama. And our leader Master prayed for them. Those are the people that is piloting it today. They have converged. Our PM brought each and every one of them out. Today, our freedom movement is no longer mediocre movement. It's no longer hungry people. It's no longer jobless people. Now, and the result is coming out. It is widely open. Just the little one, the Google will tell you, Google, just take your phone and Google. Google man can't protect my USB government. Google will still tell you a little bit about it. Then give check Ipob in MASSOB. In Google, mad people everywhere. I am a citizen of United States of Biafra. And Biafra has come. Nigeria must leave our territory. They are occupying a sovereign nation, and they are no longer welcome in our land. We redeclare on 29th November 2024, and that is where we stand. The documents are with us. We are making wave with it. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate it for the good work.
Thank you so much for being here to stand with me for all this long hour. Thank you so much. Thank you. I never believed that you'd be up to now. I appreciate it for encouraging and being here. So please, one thing I'll ask you anytime you watch the program, it pleases you to like and share the program. You know, this here is not where I do saga, not where I preach Radio Arama or IPOB and all this. No, they can't give me news. We have passed beyond that. That is why the world have looked at all of them and said that USB is the only government we have. And in the world, we are number 3. In Africa, we are number 2. What else are you still waiting for? Join the moving train. Come back to your country. Come back to your country. Leave organization, leave structure, leave all these noises. Out of these 75 that we mentioned here, none of them is here. None of their name is here. And this is going to be my preamble. That is going to be my intro, my music every day when I come to this platform to prove to you that out of these 75, know all these proofs that you are seeing today. And I want you to know, if not for USB, we lost. But in USB, we redeem who we are. From me, from here, have a wonderful day. Bye for now. Until you see again in next some hours to come. Thank you so much.